Ah! I forgot to hit the button. I was going to hit the mute button and I hit the go to this screen button first and it scared me. Hi everybody. Hello. I see that Lev got first. Good job, Lev. And I see that Lee got second. Good job, Lee. Mac is very cool. That's very true. Thank you very much. Hello. Okay, we are gaming. No, I didn't. I thought I was going to. I thought I had put the content warnings in the chat already, but I haven't because I'm so smart. I'm great. Cherry picking only positive comments. Look, there weren't any negative ones for me to... I think it's only cherry picking if I'm ignoring the other ones. Anyway. Here we are. Okay. I'm making everything so good. I'm getting... everything is all set up and perfect, and I did it all before this. Well, it's mostly just I didn't do... I forgot to load in the birthdays, and I'm decided to pull that up now. It's not October anymore. There we are. Mac is cheesy, Mac is gamer. These are all true facts. These are all true facts about the Mac. In the Zafrank video, Mac is a gamer. That is also true. Many facts about the Macs. Well, that makes it sound like there's more than one of me. I don't think there is. Unless I have a secret evil twin somewhere, but I already have Pep. So, I don't think I need a secret evil twin. I already have Pep and then the other fuckers. But you know. Well, I is, I guess, also evil, but who knows. Another Mac with the colors and the animal side swapped. Well, yeah. Look, there's... I guess we're not really swapped, we're just other people. People? Yeah, people. Miss Pep, can he kidnap me again? Look, if Pep kidnapped me again, I feel like he would, still have to wear my outfit is the thing, you know? And I feel like if he did that, it would probably... I don't want him to steal my clothes again, you know? And my hairstyle. He wears his hair differently. I just feel like he would, in order for him to show up, he would just do that again, which is pretty rude. Oh boy. Identity theft Pep moments, yeah. Yeah. I don't think he liked wearing my clothes either. I think he liked my jacket, but I don't think he wanted to admit it. It's a good jacket. Oh boy. How are you doing today, chat? It's a Tuesday. I almost said Monday. That is not true. I almost lied. I don't think in any time zone it's Monday. And some time zones it's probably Wednesday. But I don't think any of them are Mondays still. Casual identity theft. That's what happens on April Fool's Days sometimes. Boy, oh boy. I like how it was like, what? It was last year it was Pep, and then April 1st of this year it was ReactBot. Two people of like the same level. I'd say that Pep would like send me hate messages from that, but he doesn't watch my actual streams. I don't think any of my siblings do. I think C might, but they're busy a lot of the time, so I don't know. Yes. I think, yes, the ads are over. I can read the birthdays. What do we got today? What do we got? Okay. We have... Ooh! Well, I don't really care about either of these, but these are both popular fandoms on Tumblr, and as an avid Tumblr user, I feel like a kinship with them from the side, you know? First of all, the Trolls movie, the first one. That's cool. And the other one is Steven Universe. These are media releases. I don't know if Steven has an official birthday. I doubt the gems do. technically he's a gem, whatever. I'm not gonna get into semantics. You believe he does? Let me double check if I just like Control F on my document. No, I don't have, if he does have one, I don't have it on my list, because I just have Steven Universe and Steven Universe the movie. I will say, tomorrow is a big one. August 15th, I will add that. Let's see here, scroll back up to that. He has the same birthday as Tsumugi Shirogane and Tadaomi Karasuba from Assassination Classroom. And also the WoW signal. Aliens. Which is true for him. But tomorrow, chat, since I won't be live tomorrow, Mako, the Vocaloid, Dom from Beastars, the movie Megamind, and of course, Destiel Confession Day tomorrow. Well, that'll be, because it was 2020, right? It wasn't 2021? Yeah, right, because the election was happening. Yeah, so that'll be 5 years of Destiel. God, that is going to be a day I forever remember so fondly. I felt insane that day. Truly a blessing. A blessing to be spending that day on Tumblr. 5 years of Destiel. You guys, fun fact about where I record this. Technically I record this in my bedroom, but like in a sectioned off corner of it so that it's like, you know, it's separate from when I'm doing other stuff. But, I do in fact, I turn to, like, gesture, you guys can't see shit. There is a Destiel poster hanging on the opposite wall. There is a Destiel poster over there. Of, yes, I double-checked. It is Castiel tenderly holding Dean. Like, Dean is, like, passed out and injured, and Castiel is lifting him up. You log Mack in that corner every day before stream so I don't wander off and forget. Look, honestly, that would make sense to do, truly. I wouldn't blame you for it. Okay, yes, I did put the content warnings in the chat. I'm smart. It's all going according to plan. It's all going according to plan. It's all working. But yes, we're playing 999 today. Which, as get a little saw-ass foot chain. Damn. Maybe not that far. But last we left off, we've started playing 999. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Is that the correct order of things? Yes. Which is already a lie. It's much less than 9 hours at this point. I forget how many we're in. Maybe like 7 or 8. And there's only 8 persons now, unless we're including 0. But 0 could be a non-person, 0 could be a robot. I don't know. 0 could be whatever. 0 could be a concept. 0 is a number, in fact. But also 9 doors, that's still true, but 0 is 10,000% a woman. That's like one of the biggest... It's 0, there's no way 0 is a normal human man. 0 is either a woman or like a robot, you know? Or a woman robot. You know, there's no way that 0 is just going to be a normal guy. And not normal even in like the sense of like, hi, I'm Colin. You know, like that's obviously not, or whatever. I couldn't think of any man names, I'm gonna be so real. Woman and a robot, hello Danganronpa. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this is so often, and like, hey, it's a different woman and a robot sometimes, and sometimes the robot is the woman or the woman is the robot, not necessarily. Sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're not. It's an intriguing concept, but it's always a woman and her robot. Oh boy. Like guess technically that one time it was just a girl and her robot. Her robots. Plural. There were a lot of them. Granted, that's always the case. There's always a lot of the robots. But whatever. Anyway, yes, we haven't done... I feel like we've mostly been in the prologue so far. Last we left off, number 9 died. I truly felt like whoever got the number 9 on their, watch thing, their bracelet, it was like, something's gonna happen to whoever that is. They're either gonna be, like, the evil guy or immediately getting got. And I leaned more towards immediately getting got because it's too obvious if they're the evil guy, you know? Oh boy, oh boy. I haven't even pulled up the game yet. I'm so smart. Yeah. It's always so silly that Steam games have, like, trading cards. Because every time I go to, like, pull up a game, it's like, you have this series, this fucking... This playing card from this. It's like, wow. Crazy. And I have 2 of the same one. Damn. And it's with the one with Ace 7 and the 9th man. Alright. Let's see here, Sans. Thank you for your beautiful music. You can calm down. Calm down. I guess that's not inaccurate to say. Not really inaccurate. But anyway, I'm gonna hit the game button now. I gotta pull the game ups. I hope one game I get, like, trading cards of, like, the ending of the game. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be real, I did technically get something similar to that with Corpse Party. I remember I got, like a Cole Kibiki trading card, like, really early. And I was like, I'm just gonna ignore that. Like, I'm just not gonna look at the caption of whoever the fuck this guy is. You know? We're gonna continue. Something I wanted to do immediately. Resume. Well, I did want to immediately resume.
I thought we were finished with that topic.
He thought that they were finished with that topic. What I wanted to do was look at the flowchart. Okay, I wanted to see... Yes, I had a feeling that we would be here before any, like, big choices happened. Alright. In that case, I want to also quickly save in the first slot here and just overwrite that. No. Because I feel like, you know, when the branching happens, I feel like that's gonna be important to, you know, keep my saves in spots. I was thinking about this shit. I was like, I feel like I've only made 2 choices, and those didn't seem actually important. But okay, we're back in here. Let me try to remember everybody's name real quick. In number order, we have Ace, who's this guy here. The guy with the cool jacket and hair. 2 is Snake, who is the blind guy who looks straight out of an Ace Attorney game. 3 is... I'll come back to that. No, wait, 3 is, Santa, who is the cool emo boy. For a second I thought he was 4, but no, Clover is 4. Clover is the girl with pink hair, who is really cute. 3 and 4, rather, I think have some of my favorite designs. 5 is us, Junpei. 6 is June, Akane, our childhood friend. Also, Snake and Clover are siblings. 7 is 7, who's this guy here. And 8 is Lotus, who is the girl who is technically wearing an outfit. My gotta remind myself who characters are. This is my number 1.
Then what should we do?
Well, mostly names. I remember designs and tropes and personalities better. Names, hardest part.
We should talk it through.
Okay.
Oh my god, enough! All we're doing is talking!
God, I'm obsessed with this guy's design. Every time I'm like, this is the most emo shit imaginable. There's surely so many danglies, you know? Like, what's up with this little this little strip? And I was like, these are frayed as well. This is the thinnest scarf known to man. This is a shoelace. Santa threw up his hands, his voice filled with irritation. Pasta water, that I can do. This is Tan and Phil's twink emo child. Yeah, if they had made Dill Haltern now, this is what Dill would have looked like.
Talking won't solve anything. It can't help us find our way out of here.
The amount of times I agree with this guy, I truly feel like he's gotta be an asshole later, right? Hi, Waffle! Hello!
You really sure you want to just sit around?
I guess he is a bit of an asshole now, but he's an asshole I agree with. Max self-insert.
We've only got 7.5 hours left. We already wasted 1.5 hours of our 9 hours.
He's just like me for real. I'm just like, guys, we gotta speed run. Everyone there was already on the edge of panic. What Santa told them only made that feeling more intense. No one was willing to argue this time.
You're right.
See, it's like, if I was there, then this would just be me and Santa saying this, and that's still not enough to go into a room, so it's like we would need to convince another person.
Very well then. There's only one way for us to proceed.
Sure not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump.
Well, it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing.
Isn't there... I mean, like, obviously there's going to be overlap. Isn't there a Danganronpa character that has, like, this exact same pose? It's ringing so many bells to me. I don't remember who, but it's a girl. It is? I can't remember who. Mahiru, maybe? I don't know.
Thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works.
Not quite, but Mahiru, yeah!
Correct. And so long as we all follow the rules, we will most likely be alright.
Yeah.
But
what?
And this one really reminds me of Maya from Ace Attorney.
who's going to go in which door?
June looked toward the numbered doors.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people in one door.
Mm-hmm.
All 8 of us can't go in the same door.
Then it would seem we will have to split up.
Dun dun dun!
Wait,
Lotus looked terrified.
I'm telling you now, there is no way in hell that I'm going into door 5.
Okay.
Come on now, don't be selfish.
Call me whatever the hell you want. I'm not going in there.
I mean, that's fair enough.
If I'm going to have to walk through all that blood, then I'd rather stay here.
Yeah, what's your shoes situation? Can we zoom out?
And we were doing so well.
Ace, she was just like, we're not going into any doors, and now she's like, I will go into a different door. You don't need to draw the line here, okay? Ace shook his head sadly.
Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Someone else can go into door 5.
Now that surprises me. I thought you would be also down for it. Alright.
Oh, Santa, not...
Because I'm really down to go in 5.
Hey man, I just bought these shoes.
Okay.
If you think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over him, you got another thing coming.
Santa... Sure. That was the last straw.
What the hell, man? Weren't you the one who kept saying we should get going?
Yeah, so? Doesn't mean I wanted to go into door 5.
Oh, God.
There was an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
Fine, I'll go into door 5.
Okay.
Can't go in there alone, though. Anyone else willing to come with me?
There was another long silence. I'm down! This time Snake was the one to break it.
I'll go.
What?
Don't worry. You'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later.
I mean, it's not like he's gonna see anything disturbing.
How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer! If you're going, I'm going too. I'm going into door 5.
What am I going to do with you?
There's nothing you have to do.
Ace stepped forward.
If I join you, the problem is solved, correct?
Let's see here. That's 1, 7, that being 8, plus Snake, 10, Clover, 4, 14, 1 and 4, 5. Yep.
7 is 7, and Snake is 2. And if you add Clover's 4 and my 1...
I knew that they would explain it. Why did I do the math anyway?
7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 is 14. The digital root of 14. 1 plus 4 is 5.
Oh, it works perfectly!
That was such a cute jump!
The 4 of us can go into door 5.
Wait, what about the other 4? What's their digital root gonna be?
That would be 3, 5, 8, and 6? 16 plus 6 is 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. Oh my god, that works perfectly. Junpei did a quick mental calculation. Junpei, you got a calculator!
Lotus, Santa, June, and me. Our bracelet numbers are 8, 3, 6, and 5. 8, 3, 6, 5. What would our digital root be?
4. Right? Now I'm doubting everything. Yeah.
8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 is 22. So...
Making me doubt everything.
22, 2 plus 2 equals 4.
He repeated what he determined.
It's 4. Add up our 4 bracelet numbers and the digital root is 4.
Then we can go into door 4.
Yeah. Huh. That worked out well.
That worked out well.
So the team assignments will be like this. 7, Snake, Clover, and Ace. They would go through door 5.
Yep.
Lotus, Santa, June, and me will go through door 4.
Yup.
Are these really the teams I want? Beyond door 5 is what remains of the 9th man. I never want to see that thing again.
But I want to look at it.
Something's telling me that it'd be a good idea to examine the corpse, even just a little closer. Of course, if I went through door 5, I wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa.
Okay.
I could bring June with me through door 5, but that means she'd have to see the body in there. I don't want to put her through that.
Junpei was torn. I'm getting a vibe of, let me just quickly, I'm getting a vibe a bit here.
Should I stay silent and go through door 4? Or should I stop them and insist on door 5?
As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up.
All right then. It seems we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go?
He began to walk towards door 5.
I'm going through door 5.
Clover and Snake followed, with 7 a short distance behind.
We're over there too, right, Snake?
The door's not going anywhere. Slow down.
Dude, we have a time limit!
Which door?
Okay. Fully saving here. Yes. That's in the first save slot, yeah. Oh, I put that in the second. No, put that in the first one. No. I want to go into 5. I want to see what's up in 5.
Hey, wait.
Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking toward the door stopped and turned back toward him.
I want to go through door 5 too.
The words were scarcely out of his mouth when June spoke up.
What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
He turned around to look at her.
No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that?
I want to see it!
Well,
June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Well, there can't be 6, and we have to do math again. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. Ooh, we're so edgy and cool.
Please, let me go into door 5.
I wanna look. I wanna see it. Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man. I don't know why I find that so funny. This silly young man.
Man, now we're right back where we started, you know that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Seven.
Junpei's bracelet is number 5, right?
Is it? Oops, sorry, I clicked off by accident. I saw a pop-up immediately and I was like, I need to get rid of it. And then of course makes me click off the game and be whatever.
If we are going to add Junpei, then we must subtract 5 from the rest of us.
Whoa. Snake turned to Ace.
Ace, please, take good care of Clover.
That is the immediate conclusion that I came to as well.
Oh, all right.
Oh!
That's fine.
The way he talks is really funny to me. It feels like he's sort of understanding things for the first time a little bit, you know? 1 second. Moving things around. Moving things around. One plus 4 equals 5. That's sure as hell true. I can't deny that. I really can't deny that. 1 plus 4 equals 5. An octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right? You know?
don't go away.
Don't go away.
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go to door 4 with the others.
No!
Don't be so selfish.
Damn. Snake's tone was harsh.
Why?
Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened, and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear.
You'll be fine. Just relax.
It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them. 'Cause he was whispering.
What did he tell her?
Is it relevant? I mean, like, probably if you're calling attention to it, but also I'd be like, yeah, that's his sister. Could just be like, it's okay. I'll see you later, it's alright, you know? He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring. Sorry, I just need to take a moment to look at Clover's hands really quick. Can we take a moment to look at what's happening here? Okay, moving on now.
I understand.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. That's a fucking love you ass whisper, and Junpei's like, is he confessing to being Zero? Yeah. Junpei's just like, oh, dude, there's no way. Nobody could actually have affection for their siblings. You know? Oh, boy. Sorry if you see me looking down, I'm trying to change a setting on my on my phone. I know that there's better times to do this, but sometimes it's like, oh shit, I gotta do this now, or I will never remember it. So if you guys see me doing this for the next like 5 minutes or so while I look around, what setting you can remind me? Well, I'm trying to like change like a notification thing on Discord. It's fine. I'll find it eventually. You know, it's all good. I'll figure it out.
Let's make sure we've got this straight.
Before long, the new teams were assembled. I didn't read that part out loud.
Those going to door 5 are...
Those going to door 5.
me, 7, and Snake.
Sorry, it's just such a normal... It's like, me, 7 feels so normal, and Snake. Snake just feels crazy, you know?
7 plus 2 plus 5 equals 14.
Yep.
And the digital root of 14, 1 plus 4, is 5.
Yep. You know, Junpei, you could always just think of it as like, okay, 7, 2, and 5, 725, digital root of that. You know, that's how I've been thinking of it. 'Cause, you know, just like 7, 2, 5, I imagine them put together. It's like, I'm still adding 7 plus 2 plus 5. And it's like, equals, and I just think of it already as 1 plus 4. Whatever.
And those going to door 4 are... Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 is 22.
He's really saying a lot of numbers to me, and I find that amusing.
And the digital root of 22 is 2 plus 2, 4. We're okay with this.
No problems here.
Yes. Let's do it. All right, then.
Beep boop beep. God, that guy is so fucking pale. Snake is so pale. 7, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the RED showed 3 asterisks.
The lever's all that's left.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. All right, then. Let's go.
Junpei glanced around one last time. I'll take care of this during the ad break. I'll just leave the menu open.
Okay. Please be careful.
Junpei glanced around one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the RED. I think I said that. I forget. Concern was written plainly across her face.
We will.
Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. Dun dun dun. Get me in there. Let me in, Chief. Let me in, Coach. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open.
And it's open.
That it is. Ahead of them, in the small hallway, were the pitiful remains of the 9th man. Damn. When it was talking about him, like, even just being alive, the narration about him was like this little scrawny man who would fall over from a stiff breeze with a bird's nest of a hair. This guy cannot catch a break. Number 9, the worm. This poor little guy.
Oh.
That's messed up.
That's messed up. Can't deny that.
That was the 9th man.
Yeah. For a moment, Junpei froze. Guys, we gotta deactivate the dead. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. Guys, we gotta hit the button, or else we're gonna end up like that. Come on. 7, too, seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. Walked calmly down the bloody hallway, and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following.
Oh.
How can you...
Well, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Come on. He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked toward one shoulder.
Sorry.
Let's go!
Junpei and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all three men. Ooh, it's got a little skull on it! I know that, Pink. Seven and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life. If you want to call that red, we can call that red, sure.
Damn it! The countdown started!
They had scarcely processed this information when... With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut. They might have gotten censored.
Shit, the door!
There's no turning back now, and if we don't manage to find the deactivation device...
Yeah, hopefully he didn't die on top of it. Where is it? The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all three of them felt.
How the hell should I know?
Stay calm. Look around you.
Okay, I get it.
Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the DEAD. I'm gonna call them like that. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall, next to the closed door labeled 5.
Right here!
He yelled. As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down.
Well, it looks like it stopped.
As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with his trembling hand.
Goddamn thing's gonna give me a heart attack.
A muscle stood out on Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were twitching.
Jumpy, are you alright? Are you guys okay?
They could hear anxious voices, muffled but distinct, from the other side of the door.
Yeah, we're fine.
The detonators have been deactivated.
They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the three men could feel the tension disperse.
Alright, we're moving on. Be careful, okay?
Okay.
See y'all later!
Sure thing.
Hopefully.
And they're gone.
That's an interesting word to emphasize. I would have gone with like, and they're gone, you know? Not, and they're gone, you know? Or... They heard footsteps moving away, and before long, they were alone again.
Now.
Junpei looked around.
Doesn't look like we can go any further this way.
The hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood.
Maybe this wall can be moved.
Why is that your conclusion, and not whatever this is?
Or not. It's not budging.
I mean, you know what? I appreciate you postulating a theory and then moving to make the effort to test it. I appreciate that.
Hey,
I don't mean to
there's a door
diminish
over
your
there.
contributions. Hey, there's a door over there. To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. B-53 First Class. B is... I think we're on floor B. In the middle of it was a plaque that read First Class. Oh my god, like the X-Men movie.
A first-class cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it.
Let's have a look then, shall we?
I know it's a turn of phrase, Snake, but I truly keep flopping back and forth on whether or not you are blind or lying. And you saying shit like this... This is one of those things where it's like, if I were in this situation, I mean, I honestly might doubt him because of the stress of the situation, but you know, if I meet somebody who's like, oh, I'm blind, I'm never gonna doubt them. But because he's a character, I'm just like, I'm doing it, and every time I feel so rude. But I'm like, it's a reasonable question, I think. Especially in this genre. And by this company. This is Spike Chunsoft. You know? I feel like it's a reasonable question, but every time there's a voice in the back of my head going, if this guy is just genuinely blind, you are being such a dick. You know? And that's what he's relying on in order to convince me to not suspect him. You know? Enter the door.
All right then, let's go.
Yeah.
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Why are we... Guys, there's a whole expression about, like, following the blind. Come on. Junpei followed to move them as well. Moved to follow them as well. But... he stopped, just short of the threshold, and looked back, not knowing why.
I don't want to look, but...
I mean, we said that we wanted to look at to examine the body, come on. Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind.
Oh, it's so horrible. I can't even tell what's what.
What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, the awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines, the head wrenched to some grotesque, unnatural position.
He'd been wearing these.
Yeah. So wait. So because of the explosion, it's the bracelet that exploded. It doesn't look like it exploded, but I'm willing to accept that. It just came off of his hand? I guess, you know what, his hand probably isn't attached anymore. So that's actually fine. I rescind my thoughts. The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked, and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face. Or the number 6! They can flip!
The bracelet's off. Oh wait, Zero did say.
I called this out yesterday. I'm like, we could get his bracelet.
There are only 2 ways to do so. 1, you escape from this ship. 2, more likely, which is Zero.
You?
In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the energetic wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
I could not survive in a saw trap or whatever this is, because this is similar. Because I would just be like, I would be pausing and just being like, wait, I have follow-up questions that I would like clarified, you know? Anybody got an 18, we can kill and revive each other. I'd just be like, so like, can we use this or will that not work? 0, please, respond. Just like holding it up to the fucking megaphone, like, 0, I have questions. Can I get some clarification on the rules?
The bracelet comes off when you're dead. But what the hell's the point of getting it off when you end up like this?
You get time and a half and you fucking feel grateful. John Kramer's legally required to give it to you, yeah. It's like he can't do any pull yourself up by your pec straps. That's a really good one. But just like John Kramer can't do any like fucking of his famous little, ooh, this is a pre-recorded message to who knows what time that this is happening, whatever, like, ooh, like, this actually was happening at a different point that you thought it was. He can't do that, because he needs to be live so I can ask him questions about the rules of the trap. Also, time and a half for him for some of the traps is, like, that would just be me going from, like, 2 minutes to, you know, 3 minutes. And it's like, I don't, like, he gives too little time for some of those traps. It's far too little for some of them. Fucking, Gordon? Is that his name? And I don't know. The first two were easy. The first two had a much longer time. To be fair, the most unfair remark in Amanda is true. They are not ADA compliant. True. Fucking, can you imagine Saw 2, but one of the guys there is in a wheelchair? You know? Yeah, that would not be working. It would not work. They have not properly, you know, signed up any of this. They've not, come on, John. You are a fucking civil engineer. Come on, John. Anyway.
Just imagining how it must have happened. This was a human.
Right, yes, we're examining a dead body. Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse, and a knot of muscle gripped his throat.
Oh god. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
I wanted to examine the body. Or grab the bracelet. He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. Hey guys. Don't worry about it. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none the worse for wear.
Huh. Where did they...
I'm immediately looking at this. He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one on his right and went through. What the hell?
Through here?
Door maze. I've played Minecraft before. On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged down the hallway, opened the door at the other end, and peeked through. There they were, to his right, busy examining something.
What's up?
He stepped through the door and walked toward them.
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
The red light's on. Does that mean it's locked?
So I would assume.
Is there any other way out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door?
Yes. We won't be going anywhere.
Junpei stepped away from the door and looked around the room.
This looks like a bedroom.
Then the other room is probably a living room. Or the closest you can get to one on a ship.
Alright, let's find a way to open this door.
I'm so excited to look around. I want to look around so bad. Yes! 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 Seek a way out. Yes, let me in. Okay, so we're currently... bird's eye view here. Okay. Let me just intake this information for a second here. So, we have bedroom here, hallway. These are both closets, is what they are. And then a weird bathroom where the toilet is separate from the sink. You have to, oh my god, you have to open up 2 separate doors to wash your hands. Oh my god. You have to come into contact with 2 separate door handles to wash your hands. Bruh. Okay. First class cabin. Let's look around. Okay, there are 3 angles in this room. Well, at least we've got light. What? Huh? What the hell, man? It's just a light. Oh, of course. Okay. It's a white desk. Snake's rubbing it. This is a high-quality desk. Teak, or perhaps mahogany. Wow, how can you tell? Oh, I have my ways. Okay. It's a small round chair. Looks like it probably goes to the vanity. Oh. Wow, this fabric feels great. I bet that chair's really comfortable. You can sit in it if you want. There's those two doors. I don't want to click on the doors yet. A window. There's an iron plate nailed to it. Okay, the lights are lit. We've got... Oh! Hello, hello! Welcome, welcome! My name is Mack. Macaroni. Mack the Cheesy. I'm a cat dog. Here on the internet, I like to play video games. And we're playing a little bit of 999 right now. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. And hopefully, every time I say the title of the game, I'm like, I hope that I'm saying the nouns in the correct order. But thank you guys for raiding. Hello, hello. I hope you all are having a grand old day. If any of you guys need to raid and run, feel free. Please take care of yourself, please. It's very important. But hello, hello. We're not too far into this game. We made our first big choice, and we're in in a little escape room type thing right now. I feel so mysterious looking around. Okay, this is for sure a clue, whatever this is. What's this? Junpei is so smart. So our first information that we've learned in this room is that this is not in fact music. I don't know if anybody knows this, but this is not music. Is this a map of the ship? A map? There's a map of the ship here? Yeah. And I imagine it will prove very helpful. You'd best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay. It is now possible to use the map screen. That's very good. Who's my fave character so far? I feel a certain fondness for Santa because I've agreed with him a lot so far, but I'm holding out judgment on that because I feel like he has the opportunity to take a turn for the worse, I detect in him. And he has the potential to get really annoying. And I do also really like Clover's design a whole lot. Very cute. The map screen can only be viewed during story. Yes, I know what a map is. I am, in fact, familiar with a map. Bird's eye view for that room. That's pretty cool. Map. Yep. That's pretty cool. I didn't actually look at any of the piano here. I have, in fact, seen Dora before. Oh, and thank you for following. Piano keyboard. What is Snake doing? He can't play, can he? He played 2 notes. This piano. There's something amiss with the keys. You mean it's out of tune or something? No, not that. It's properly tuned. It's you can tell that from hitting 2 keys? Well, the sounds are clearly purposefully different. The C key doesn't yield a C, but rather a different note entirely. The same goes for the D keys. They play some other note. It'd be really helpful, Snake, if you could tell me what note that they're playing. I'm getting the vibe that this guy was rich, you know? I've been getting that vibe for a while, but this room is especially nailing that down. Huh. Why do you think it's like that? Isn't it painfully obvious? Zero modified it in some way. This piano, you see, is part of one of the puzzles Zero has set for us. Perhaps if we play the keys in the correct order, something will happen. In other words, we need to play a song on the piano. I believe so. Mary Had a Little Lamb? That's the only song I know how to play on the piano. Okay, yeah, the map doesn't count as an item. Okay, we have the lights. We have the vanity. It's totally a table with a mirror. Totally a table with a mirror. Ah, yes. You know, that sort of thing is known as a vanity. Were you aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you could say that every day, when a woman looks into one of these, sexism, she is staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Snake? They're just like a little pop-up in the corner that just like, Max, like that action displeased me. Just like, little Sims, little red minus symbol above my head. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad? Not really. I think women should be conceited all the time. Hell yeah, women. An antique vanity. There's nothing in the drawer. Yep, totally empty. Why did that sound like he's lying to me? Are you an unreliable narrator, Junpei? A bed. Speak if true. Alright. I'm not making the same mistake again! I'm not making the same mistake again! All we have are the rests. Pasta water. I see. This feels like glass. A rectangular plate of glass. Is there something written on the surface? Yeah, it's a sheet of music with a couple of A notes. Oh. Well, yeah. Okay, they look... Yeah, they would be... They wouldn't be there. Just A's? I'm intrigued by the fact that Junpei does know the, God, it's been a bit since I've been doing anything music, so I don't remember the terms. Yeah, that's it. Kinda weird, huh? Cause it's F-A-C-E, right? For those, and then E, G, B, D, F? Is that right? Or is it the other way down? I forget if it's bottom up or down. But I'm assuming since these are A's that they would be F-A-C-E. It has been it's been like a decade. Every good boy does fine? Oh, I always heard every good boy deserves fudge. I like mine better. It took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collected, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room, almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity.
What's wrong? You got weird all of a sudden.
Normal way to phrase that. Snake waited a moment before answering.
I heard something strange.
Oh my god, are you fucking like Daredevil Marvel? You're blind, but your sense of hearing is super cool.
Something strange.
Are you echolocating right now?
Ah, well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than those of most humans.
Why did you phrase it like that, bud? Snake. I didn't mean to quote Metal Gear Solid. What?
I notice even the slightest of noises.
Okay.
Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away?
No, such a thing would be impossible.
Good.
However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as sound echoing off the environment, I can locate most objects.
Wait! If you had just left it that, like, my hearing is a bit better, oh my, you genuinely can fucking echolocate. You can fucking echolocate. Well, chat, we're about to experience an ad break, so if anybody needs to take a break and recover from the fact that this man can genuinely echolocate, now is gonna be a great time to do so. This is your hourly reminder to go to the bathroom, to grab a snack, or get something to drink. that'll be a great time. If you also need to fix your posture, to take your meds, if you gotta unclench your jaw, you gotta save your files, feed your pets, if you gotta charge your phone or something to that effect, please take care of yourself. You won't miss out on anything. I will be paused for the duration of the ad break. In fact, I can pop up the menu here. You won't miss out on anything. Do not worry about it. Yeah, dude. Actually, let me check. I'm charging my devices myself here personally. Looking stuff up on IMDb with Orphan saw that it's the actress who played Mary Winchester's birthday. Good for her, I suppose. A very fridged woman indeed, that they tried a bit to unfridge. To mixed results, I would say. Okay. Yeah, the music stops whenever I click off. Let me just double check. There we go. I found this. I was like, I'm sure that if I fixed it on, if I went to the Discord settings on the computer, I would be able to solve the issue. I would be able to solve my notification thing immediately. It's all good. I was like, I know where the buttons are on the computer. But there's no way for me to do that, at least somewhat subtly, you know? No way for me to do that there. I was just like, damn, there's one server that I'm in that I want to, like, mute notifications for, but I could not remember how to do that. It's all good, it's all good. I'm fine now. I will be perfect and beautiful. Beep bop boop. Oh, this guy can fucking echolocate. Sorry, it hit me again that this guy can echolocate. Spike Chunsoft, make a game with a disabled character who's normal. Challenge. Challenge impossible. Holy shit. It's like I don't even feel like I can really be like, oh my god, this is so bad, because I like Danganronpa and it's worse. And it came out after this, you know? Well, we'll see, we'll see. He won't, or maybe he will and he's lying. I'm gonna keep making... I don't even know if they're jokes. They're like somewhat jokes. I say them in a jocular manner, but I truly do not know. I truly do not know. I just looked down at my desk and I saw that I put a bunch of stickers on my desk, and I always just like if I have any like random leftover ones, not ones I care about though. But I do realize now that I have that I was like, wait a minute, there's another I voted sticker on here. It was election day today. I hope everybody had a good time with that. That's not how you say that. And whatever. Whatever. Okay, anyway, back into this.
Oh yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately.
Yes, the big staircase. Sorry. Yeah.
That was...
Yes, I could hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast. Certainly as fast as you.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can... Your legs aren't... It's just your eyes, yeah?
And should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I am quite confident that I could defeat them.
Yeah, your sight has nothing to do with that. You are not... You know... your disability doesn't define you, whatever. Even Dude, even if you had full sight, you You are a twink, alright? There's no other way to put it. You are like the scrawniest bitch. Every time it does like the zoom in on people's hands, you are bones, my guy. Are you sure? Have you I was gonna say, have you seen 7, but you know, I mean...
Oh, really?
Junpei was somewhat taken aback by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical.
You don't believe me, do you? Care to give it a try? I must warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we?
Oh boy. With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei. Cool, back to this. A bed with a canopy. I've seen things like this in movies and stuff, but never in real life. True, you don't see too many these days. I mean, I don't see any ever, but you know. I can't see the details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover is so fond of. Clover wants one of these? Yes. She wants a princess bed. Didn't I say that? You think it doesn't suit her? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Ah, Junpei. Judge her by appearances, will you? And well, you should not. Okay. Birch bed with a canopy. Man, this makes me miss my own bed. And sleep. Dude? You are being challenged to stay awake for 9 hours. Are you good? If you can't manage that, I would have some problems about your health. I would have some questions about your health. A white desk is kind of fancy. Small round chair, probably goes to the vanity. So this is the locking thing. It's flashing red. That's usually not a good sign. Is that a microphone? Looks like a satellite dish. Let me see. Snake, you gotta stop saying things like this. Well, judging by the feel of it, I would guess that we are meant to produce some sort of sound, and this device will sense it and unlock. You know, like playing the piano. Some sort of lock, apparently. It's connected to a microphone. Doesn't look like there's a keyhole in this door. True, but there's some strange device in lieu of one. Alright. That's it for this room then, I think. We'll look at the closet. Ooh, I'm intrigued by this. Leather suitcase. There's nothing inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken. Well, what if there's like a piece of paper in it? Buster? Unfortunately, there's nothing inside. Damn. Ooh, more glass. I'm assuming that we lay these over each other, you know? Sorry, wrong button. You know? And these are just the C notes then? Yes, yes, this feels like glass. A rectangle of glass. Transparent, I assume. I can feel something printed on the surface. What is it? A sheet of music with some C notes on it. Well, I mean, you just lay them over each other. The safe is locked. Oh, he's here! I just assumed that 7 was in the other room, and that's why. I was just like, oh, so probably Snake is in this room, and 7's in the other room. No, 7's just here, but just really quiet. I forget his voice. It's one of those dialogues. No, dialogue is what we're saying right now. It doesn't have a key. We just need to get the dials in the right place and it'll open. Did you find anything, 7? Nope. How about you, Snake? I also found nothing. Alright. Nothing in there. Closet door. Just like, I gotta click on everything just in case. But alright. Back through here. It's a light switch. Nothing happens when I press it. Okay, in here. And there we are in the mirror. What a pair. A college kid and a terrifying giant of a man in a beanie. Stuck in a cramped bathroom with this beast of a man. What would my parents say? Something wrong, Junpei? You looked real sad all of a sudden. No, nothing. There's a mirror here. Oh, the sink's clean. Any water? Nothing coming out. They got the faucet on all the way, but I can't hear anything. It's a sink. The water doesn't appear to be working. The lights, huh? Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything hidden there. Testing, testing. Hey, it's great seeing you all here. I just flew in from New York and boy are my arms tired. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. It's not a mic 7. It's just a shower head. What the hell? I thought he was doing a bit. It's a dry shower head. Doesn't seem like it can get any water to come out of it. The faucet must be for putting water in the bathtub. Okay. Bathtub seems to be full of water. Is this a Saw situation? There a key in there? Bathtub's full of water. Is there ash or something in this water? Looks kinda gray. Let's just pull the plug. No, hold on. Maybe we can, I don't know, use it for something? Use it for something? Something's bothering 7. Maybe I'll hold off on pulling this plug for a moment. I mean, I agree that we shouldn't do it yet. Bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. The water's dirty, but the rest of the bathtub looks comparatively clean. Because, like, if there is something in there, and, like, we pull the plug, it could go down. Almost like the dirty water was moved there from somewhere else intentionally. Where am I now? Okay, I'm here. Gotcha. That's the room we entered from, yeah? Oh, it doesn't. The camera doesn't orientate based on where... Oh, no, it does. Never mind. Oh, okay, no, the door's there, not there. What am I on about? We'll start from this one. I get it. You're gonna use this vase, right? That's pretty clever, Junpei. You just gotta fill this thing with water. What? What are you talking about? Oh man, you don't get it? Just grab that vase and take a look around. You'll figure it out soon enough. Okay. There was once a vase on this table. Cool, cool. Alright. More of these little light thingies. There are a couple lights on the wall here. This is some sort of antique desk. Makes sense though, I guess. The whole room's full of antiques. You could get a nice handful of cash for all the stuff in here. Old-fashioned desk. Adds a little class to the room. Somebody spent a lot of time carving the legs of this chair. It'll snap like a twig if 7 sits on it, though. Mind your own business? I was just like, why are you saying that out loud? There's a piece of heavy paper folded in half sitting on the table. It's a heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half. It has score written on the front of it. Music score? I love when I say something and then Junpei says it immediately. Score. That's gotta mean musical score. If that's true, then the score we just found was probably in here. At least, at some point. Can we not pick it up? There's a cover for a musical score sitting on the table. It's a chair. Thank you, 7. A chair, huh? That chair looks nice. Mind if I take a load off? I think you'd be doing the opposite. The chair does look pretty comfortable. Okay. Nice little fun moment with him. Hey Junpei, where you going? Didn't we come out of that door? No point to going back there. All that's out there are a locked numbered door and a dead body. Or what's left of it. Yeah. Okay. There's an expensive looking chair sitting over here. It says score on this paper. I guess you can put sheet music in it? I mean... Okay, we can't put that in there. The lights on the wall. Oh! There's an iron grate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it. We need to get the water to put out the fireplace, huh? Don't see one of these too often. Aren't a lot of people these days with real fireplaces and real fires. This couch looks just big enough for 3 people. Looks perfect for me. What? Perfect for an elegant gentleman like myself. The couch looks a lot more elegant. Junpei! Hey, there's something you want to say. Never mind. Rude. The couch does look pretty elegant. Doesn't really go with 7, though. Okay, I can't look at that fake window there. I believe this is the closet. This is a suitcase made of leather, the color of rich mahogany. Well, shoot. Looks like there's nothing in it. Leather suitcase. Dang, nothing in there. More music. These are the G notes. It's a rectangular piece of glass. You can see right through it. There's a couple of G notes written on it. Oh, wonder what that means. Alright. Nothing in there anymore. Closet door. Back through here. Back in here. Bathtub's full of gross cloudy water. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard to fill this vase up. Vase filled with water. Before we go back there, though, this is the toilet! There's some toilet paper on the wall there. Nothing that looks suspicious. It's a toilet. Doesn't seem to be anything in the toilet or the tank. Thank you for checking. I wanted to look at the tank. That's why I clicked on it specifically. It's a toilet. Nothing strange going on here. Toilet paper and dispenser on the wall. Nothing suspicious here, I think. Junpei, look! There's a hand coming out the toilet! Just a joke there, kid. Not funny, man. I'm too old for this shit. Incontinence is a problem many older men struggle with, but there's help. A clean bathroom. There's nothing in the toilet bowl or the tank. Okay. Back in here. I've got a vase filled with water. It's heavy. I can't just throw it at the grate, though. I gotta pour the water right onto the fire itself. So what, do I need another item? Oh, there we go. Alright, it's time to put the fire out. About time, buddy, let's do it! Here we go! Haha, good job! Another success! That fire didn't stand a chance. Alright, I'll just pull this out now. Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. This is what we put the music on, it seems. It's a ceramic plate of some kind. Looks like a blank sheet of music. Damn. As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket. 7? 7 cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flushed, and he looked startled.
Hey, 7. What the hell was that? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
7 rubbed a couple of fingers across his brow, and then shook his head, as if to clear it.
What the hell is wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Memory loss?
Junpei couldn't hide the surprise in his voice. 7, for his part, seemed unconcerned.
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh?
I forgot.
I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
Ah. That's why you reacted weird when we were like, oh, we all remember getting got by this guy, right?
Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Anything.
You're talking about amnesia, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, why are you an amnesiac?
Junpei! if he doesn't remember... Whatever.
If I knew that, I wouldn't really be one, would I?
You can't ask people that! Truly, it's like, even if he does know, it's like, if it's probably a traumatic event or injury, you know? Like, that just is rude. Junpei.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Junpei paused for a moment and stared at Seven.
Are you telling the truth?
You doubt this guy's memory loss, but not the blind guy. I mean, I doubt both of them immediately because it's suspicious in this kind of genre, but come on!
Huh?
Well, you look pretty calm for somebody who doesn't remember anything. If you've really got amnesia, shouldn't you be, like, upset or confused or something?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey! Junpei! Junpei! What?! You do not get to fucking mansplain disability to the disabled. Come on, dude.
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D-Deck. But that was a while ago.
True.
I've had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it.
Hell yeah.
After all, why worry about something I can't change? Well, people usually don't stay amnesiacs forever. I figure it'll work itself out eventually.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it. I mean, that would be my attitude too, I think. I mean, I can't say that for sure, but I feel like that's how I would react.
Alright, that's enough talking for now.
I'm a pretty go-with-the-flow type of guy. Seven gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret, and turned to walk away.
How are you fine with something like that?
Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurances very reassuring. Alright. We got this music now. It's a score on the paper, because you can put sheet music in it. Okay, let's go back. Wrong room. We don't know what to do with the dials yet. Music stand. Might as well put the music I found on it. I'll put the ceramic plate on the bottom, and the glass plates on to... Wait a minute. What's wrong? Well, I put them all on top of each other, but they look odd. It doesn't really look like a song. Then in all likelihood, we haven't found them all. We need to find more glass plates. Alright. We need more then. I mean, probably here, right? Okay, well now that we've used the water, can we drain it? Is it cool? The plug on the end of the chain. Alright, why don't we just drain this water? Yeah, good plan. Alright, where's that thing? A good tug ought to be enough to get it out. Huh? Aha! Nothing in the bathtub anymore. Wrong way? Is this all of them now? An upright piano. From the feel of the wood, it must be quite old. Okay. Alright, good. Sweet. It was just that one there. Now I can play the music. Do you know how to, Junpei? Junpei, would you be so kind as to play the piano? I am unable to, you see. I'm sure I needn't tell you, but the keys on this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, and D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine which keys to strike. You understand? Yeah. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay. Well, let's see here. We have... These were C's, yeah. This would be F, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it just those 4? Just those 4 notes, is it? Yes. Okay. It's this one first. Three, 4, 5. Okay. That's good to know. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 3. That is... Wait a minute, is this fucking Ding Dong Bing Bong? Holy shit. And we're done. Music is not my forte. Wait, what was that noise? I can't believe it was fucking... Junpei! We did it! Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. Let's go. Good plan. Stand! Bow! Be seated. Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Yes, I suppose that was the classroom bell, wasn't it? I don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No. Zero almost certainly meant to suggest Westminster, not middle school. Westminster? The palace in London that plays host these days to the Houses of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays that very collection of notes on the hour. London? The capital of England, huh? At any rate, the door is now unlocked. Let's leave this place immediately. But what about... safe? It's a safe. Safe, huh? The exit's open. Yes. Strange that we didn't need to open this to achieve our goal. Do you think it's important? I wonder what's in there. It's a safe with a dial lock on it. We won't be able to open it until we know the right numbers. Guess we'll just leave it alone for now and move on. I've got my eye on you. Yeah, the sign's green now. I would imagine that means it's now unlocked. And what the hell are we sitting around here for? Let's get out of here. Alright, let's go. You found it! You found it! He came out of the door and into a long, straight hallway.
Another hallway?
He paused for a moment and turned around to look behind him.
That should do it.
7 was bent over, apparently doing something to the door.
What's he up to?
The You Found It's are so funny, yeah. Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently 7 had heard anyway. The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei.
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again.
Hell yeah!
Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
Fuck yeah, 7!
Ah, why would you want to come back here?
The safe, bitch! Snake was a reasonable one. 7 thought about it for a moment before he answered.
I might like to play a little piano.
Piano?
Come on, let's get moving. We aren't out of this yet.
I feel like 7 is also suspicious of Snake. I vibe with 7. Without waiting for an answer, 7 started off down the hallway.
Well then?
Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed 7. That's a lie, Junpei thought to himself.
Can't say I could ever imagine 7 playing the piano. He couldn't use the piano in there anyway. The keyboard's a mess. But why would he want to leave the door unlocked then? I have no clue.
Hey, wait for me!
Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, and then walked away toward his companions. After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area.
Whoa, a metal grate?
A large metal grate, like the door of a jail, divided it in half.
Why is this thing...
They shook it for a while, but as they had expected, it did not move.
Figures.
Are those elevators over there?
Looks like it.
No way to know if they're working or not from here.
Oh, there's a door just to the left of this grate.
Unfortunately, however, it was locked and refused to open.
Sounds like it's locked.
Yep.
Junpei took a moment to examine the
Stairs
left side of the
leading
room.
They're blocked by the grate, though.
But this here seems accessible.
So we can open it?
Nah,
Oh!
I think it's locked, too.
Venus. Right? I think. In the center of the door was a small keyhole. Next to this keyhole, a small symbol had been carved into the metal.
What's this mark? The female symbol.
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it. Snake, naturally, was somewhat more sure.
Ah, the Venus symbol, I imagine. Do you recall the similar symbols near the large central stairway?
Yes.
They reference many of the solar bodies.
Oh, that's right.
Don't know what's up with that.
The Sun, Saturn, and Earth.
So, as you can see, that one is likely...
Not
Venus.
the woman symbol, but a Venus symbol.
So I assume.
Hold on. Where's 7?
While they had been discussing the symbols, Junpei now realized 7 had slipped away. His absence now felt, Snake and Junpei turned to look for their missing
Down that hallway.
companion. 7 had left them to head down the hallway extending to the right of the stairs.
This way, Snake. Follow me.
Junpei grabbed Snake to lead him in the right direction, and they both headed off for 7. Before long, the three of them stood in front of a door.
I wonder if this door will...
It was a French door.
How about that? It opens.
Junpei tested the door and realized that, unlike so many others that they'd encountered, it was unlocked. Almost as though he was afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the door open. He stepped inside. Ooh, a bar?
Oh, wow.
Roulette? Gambling? It took only a moment for Junpei to take in his new surroundings.
Is this some kind of casino?
Hell yeah, brother.
Sure looks like one.
Before Junpei could comment further, a noise from behind made him turn around. You're like, it's alright, it's alright. Hello, hello. I mean, all you need to know is I'm hanging out with, I went into door number 5 with 7 and Snake. And thank you for following. Yes, before Junpei could comment further, a noise from behind made him turn around. Snake was shaking the door they'd just come through.
Well, this is troubling.
Don't worry about it. It's all what is this? What is this? I can't help... I don't know if this is... I can't help but see this as, like, a paw here throwing a pair of, like, shorts or boxers into, like, a laundry basket. Now, I don't think that that's the case, because that makes no sense, but I can't see it as anything else. As 7 and Junpei watched, he threw up his hands in frustration, and then kicked the door for good measure.
It seems we are once again locked in.
I don't trust this guy. He named himself Snake, you know? Like, did you lock the door behind us? Suspicious. There was no reason to panic, however.
Even if that door was open, it's not like we had anywhere to go that way.
So we must find another exit then.
Alright guys, let's split up and search this room.
Hell yeah.
Come on, no dawdling, let's go.
No dawdling. Spurred to action by 7's words, Junpei and Snake began to examine the room. I will say, I'm like suspicious of pretty much everyone who exists, I think, except for Santa and Ace are my two least suspicious guys, in that order. Those are the 2 least suspicious characters to me. Everybody else, you're still on the table. You gotta prove your case. I mean, I trust 7 a bit more, but he's still... I'm hanging out with him more, so it's like, If you're in my line of sight, then you're sus. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah! Seek a way out! Yes! Yes! Casino. Hell yeah. Ah, I saw the green tables. I thought they would be pool tables, but no, no, no. No pool allowed. Alright. Here we are. Various things. Which room? We'll start from this one. This is the first thing that we saw when we entered. Card 5. We got a 5 of spades here. There was a moment where I was like, do you say 5 of spades? Spade of 5s? No. 5 of spades. There's nothing on the table anymore. I mean, these are obviously themed after a pool table though, right? With like the green... Sorry, the music caught me off guard. That's the funky little beat there. And then like these are, I forget what they're called on a pool table. Standard run-of-the-mill chairs. Nothing on the table anymore. Spade of 5s is more of a Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers thing, lol. Ah! True, true, true. A square poker table. There's nothing on it. It's a chair. Yep, totally a chair. Feels like a chair. Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you, guys. This is just a chair. There's nothing else to say about it. You sure? Okay, fine. Alright. Those are some strange-looking chandeliers. They look kinda like the UFOs from that movie. Michelle's Farm Tools. What the hell kind of movie is that? Now that feels like it's probably a reference to something that I don't know. Number of luxurious chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. Ooh! Da-da. Well, will you look at that? Someone left a bottle of booze here. Yeah, they had... It's definitely... Don't mind if I do. Glug, glug, glug. Ah. Well, that it's the spot. I don't know if this is... Actually... No, your life is in danger. This is the time to drink, but also, like... You know, if you gotta solve puzzles, maybe also not. Feels like my throat's burning. Damn, he really drank it. We don't even know how long it's been there. Sus or no sus? I like 7. 7 I believe in. He seems cool. He did like one suspicious action of like leaving the door unlocked, but I fully agreed with that. I'm like, that's a great idea. Especially since we didn't open up the safe in there. Looks like a card. A playing card. Why'd you say it like that, Junpei? But I keep going back and forth on Snake. He is simultaneously the most and least suspicious person to me, you know? It's like when you see something suspicious and you're like, it's too obvious. That has to be a red herring. Unless it's something pretending it's a red herring, and it's not actually a red herring. It's just pretending to be. But it's... That guy, I don't know that guy's vibes. They flip on a dime. It's funny that that's the 3rd playing card I found, and that's the one he was the most confused about. Counter's pretty well polished. Whole lot of glasses on that shelf. Doesn't look like there's anything else back there, though. That's a lot of expensive glasses. Even cheap drinks taste great out of glasses like these. Should have put the wine in here first. Was it wine? I forget already. Okay. And I can't... yeah. Let's get out of here. What's this fucking red thing? Alright. Yeah. Okay. Do I get a good... I don't get an angle on the red thing ever? That's the most suspicious red thing I've ever seen. Fine. Fine. Okay. Hehehe. Aww. Player and banker. Ooh. There's something on the table. That's true. Lots of cards. 7, 5, 4, and 3. And Santa not wanting to get blood on his shoes. Yeah. Wow, this place is like super amazing. What's this place for? Probably for playing Baccarat? Or Baccarat? Fuck, I don't know if I've heard that one pronounced out loud. Looks a little off, though. Yeah, look at the middle of the table. There's something mounted on it, see? This? Suddenly, Seven began to speak.
Ah, Baccarat.
Thank you for saying it out loud.
You ever played Junpei?
Junpei shook his head. He'd barely even heard of the game.
No, never.
What made me go this way first? I wanted to examine the body, because Junpei was just like, but I really want to, like, examine it. And then he didn't, really. He really didn't. He was just like, let me actually take a look at it. Actually, I regret my decision immediately. I'm not doing that. I was also hoping that I could grab the bracelet, but I didn't. I had no option to pick up the bracelet. I really wanted to have that in my pocket.
Alright then, how about I explain the rules to you a bit? See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game. You've got the banker and the player. The whole point is that you guess which one's gonna win.
Okay.
Whether the banker or the player wins, it all depends on their hands.
Okay.
The way each hand works is different from other games too. You see, you take the number from the ones place after you add up the value of all your cards.
Okay.
Whoever gets the number closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose. And that's it. That's the explanation. Got it?
Vaguely.
Well, actually, there's a lot more to it. Details, that sort of stuff.
Bracelet from a corpse. Hey, the bracelet wasn't on the corpse anymore. So...
But what I just told
Free
you
bracelet.
record the game pretty well.
Most people would be hesitant. Fine.
The single digit of the sum of all the cards you have.
Yeah.
Strongest hand is a 9. And the weakest hand is a 0.
Okay.
You just ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do you get it?
As much as I can. Are faces involved, and are they 10, 11, what are they? He hadn't been asked for it, but Seven's explanation, rushed though it had been, was helpful.
Well, maybe half of it. Enough. I got a chance at winning the game if I played now.
However, we have no way of knowing if the puzzle in the Baccarat table makes use of those rules, and if it does, in what manner.
Then I guess we try everything.
Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the Baccarat table. 8. I could see the playing card behind the thick glass case. It's the 8 of spades. Well, I want to make sure I have all of the cards first. Understand my logic, but also one must consider Junpei the pretty normal guy. Yeah. Yeah. Check out the stained glass. How beautiful. This is the kind of shit you say that makes me suspicious, Mr. Echolocation. What? Huh? Stained glass is colored pieces of glass, placed together in a frame. As I've said many times before, I need only touch it to know. I can at least discern the basic structure. I feel like you're coming up with excuses every time, dude. Stained glass is recessed into the wall. All I can see in there is lighting fixtures, though. Probably means the stained glass doesn't look outside. Okay. That square table. Looks like a mahjong table. Do you play mahjong, Seven? Maybe? I don't remember exactly, but... I do remember a couple of hands and some of the rules, so I figure I must have played it at some point. Excellent! Once we vacated this vessel, I should like to play a game with you. Can you, play? So long as you tell me which tiles I am eliminating, yes. I believe I have at least enough skill to defeat an amateur. However, I must ask you to remove the red tiles when we play. Does look like a mahjong table, but I think this is probably for poker. There's nothing on it. There are 4 chairs surrounding the square table. Here's some chairs. They seem perfectly normal and cherry. Good qualification. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep going in the order. Clover can spot for him, yeah. Oh. Ooh, that's a fun new mechanic. We'll do over here first, then. This chair goes to the poker table. Feels really soft. This door is shut tight. It won't open. Well, at any rate, this gate is very impressive. It feels like granite? It seems to be elaborately decorated in several places. A shame I cannot see it. Okay. OOVV. Spade, diamond, heart. Wait, when those 2 lights turned on, I heard something from the bottom of the fireplace. What was that? Not spade, club. I heard something down there. Pick that up. Didn't think I'd find a card here. Hee. Club, diamond, heart. Club, diamond, heart. Little bog. Bog? Bag. How the fuck did I fuck up saying a 3-letter word? It's a little bog! There's a whole swamp in here! Casino coin. Firewood. Nothing else. Not a fire in this place. A fireplace. I didn't even... I forgot that they were called that. I was fully just being like, ah, there was a fire in the last room, but not in this room. A fireplace. There's some firewood in here, but nothing else. Alright. Back over here. Can I move these? So I've got these symbols for heart, spade, and diamond there. Can I move them? Well, this seems to be a slot machine. There's a slot for coins in the upper left side of the face. Perhaps we should put the coins we have recently acquired in there. Let me look at them. Okay, all 3 of them say the same thing. I was hoping that one of them would be, what we saw before. The main body of the slot machine. There's the coin slot on the upper left. Okay. Alright, let's put a coin from that bag in here. What happened? I heard an odd noise. Well, to be honest, I don't know. I pressed some of the buttons and smacked the machine once or twice, but nothing happened. Oh. Looks like the coin got stuck. Oh dear. The coins are stuck. Don't think this machine is gonna work anymore. Coins are stuck in there, but good. This machine won't be The coins are stuck in there, but good. Okay. This machine won't be working anymore. Alright. Try a different one. Alright, let's drop this coin in the coin slot. Come on, you little bastards. I only need one of you. Okay. So we need... club, diamond, heart. Ah, okay. Spin. Oh, do I have to hit them myself? Fuck. Aw, dude. Okay, let me look around a little bit. This is a tough one. And what is so tough, if I might ask? Getting these reels just right. The timing is... well, it's not easy. I don't believe you need to hit them just right. Huh? There's a plate on it that says 2. Well, I want to look around first, just to make sure. Junpei, perhaps you should be more careful in the future. You got the coin stuck in the machine on the left. Please don't make the same mistake again. That would be bad. I know that! I'll be fine! Jerk. I'll put this coin in the slot and that'll show him. Huh? Ah, that's weird. Do you intend to lock us in here? It's not my fault! The coin just got stuck all on its own! Huh. Oh boy. Okay, over here. The lights shine with a bright yellow glow. It seems the card is attached to the panel. And attached very well, it seems. If you don't mind, what sort of card is this? It's a playing card. The Ace of Spades, in fact. The Ace of Spades is stuck. It's on there really good. I don't think I can get it off. It says 9. Yeah, looks like that cover's hiding something. If this is the cover, then maybe it opens up? Probably does. Hey, Junpei, you really think you got all the cards we need for this one? Ah, hell. Guess there's no harm in trying it anyway. Yeah, I mean... What's the button? That's the button. I mean, my guess would be... Do we have an 8? No. Assuming that ace is 1. Hey, can you touch that thing? Yeah, I'm a pretty good jumper, if I say so myself. Here I go! The chandeliers hang, chandelier-like, from the ceiling. Damn, we don't get to see the results? Let's go back here. Alright, so we need an... Yeah, this is the 8, right. So we gotta get a 9. Let's see here. Gotta do math. 7 plus 6 is 11. We would have to have an 8 in order to get there. 7... It's not 7 plus 3 because that's 10, and once we would need just a straight up 9. 7 plus 5 is 12. We would need another 7 in order to get to 9. 7 plus 4 is 11. We would need an 8 in order to get to 9, so just fucking no 7s allowed. No 7s allowed. 6 plus 5 is 11. You would need an 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. You would need a 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. I mean, could it just be 6 and 3? A7. Are we really supposed to play Baccarat? It's a Baccarat table, what the hell else would we do? Stop worrying about it. It's real simple. What's the opponent's hand? Well, there's an 8 in the glass case. Alright, that's your opponent's number. If that's the case, what 3 cards do we need to get that number? We need 3 cards? There are a couple of indentations with white lines around them, right? Must mean we gotta put down 3 cards. So, there's 3 cards on the here and defeat the opponent's 8. That's what I gotta do, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Something tells me those aren't the only rules. Alright, let's give it a shot. Before I start, I better make sure I've got the rules straight. There are 3 empty indentations. Just gotta pick a card and play it. I figure if I put them in the right spot, something ought to happen. Alright, let's give this a try. There's also the... Like, I don't know if we have all of them. We have 8 and 9 are... 8 is here. Ace is plugged away. Assumedly 9 is also plugged away. We don't have 2. Hopefully that's fine. I mean... 4 and 3 is 7. I would need more than that though, wouldn't I? Is there a 2 somewhere? I want to look around for a 2. Where haven't I, like... God, that fucking thing. Yeah, let's go back to the slot machine. Anybody? Yeah. Right, I hit the... That's right, that blue bag we just found is full of coins. Oh yes, I have to hold it. Yes. I'm great at this. Damn it, time to try again. He said that there was, like, a different way of doing it. I figured maybe I would find it. Was I anyone for Halloween this year? Nah. I decided to stay home. But I did bake Halloween-themed cupcakes, so that was pretty fun. I've been a bit busy lately, so... I figure every day is Halloween in my heart, so it don't matter. I don't need any more resources for this puzzle. Okay. What is Swansea from mouthwashing? Nice! I can do them in a different order. Bam, 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 bam. It's this little light. What if I just leave it going? What if we just embrace the lights and colors and the delights? That's a heart. That's wrong. Oh! That's one! Damn it. What if can I just move it myself? I just reach in there and I wiggle it. Junpei is just doing this forever. Damn. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, yes. Just like, does the 2 have anything to do with it? Like, there's gotta be something. There's gotta be something else to this, right? Fuck. No, wait, is that? No, wait, no, it's a club. Club Diamond Heart. Oh! Do I get a prize? I feel like I should get a prize for that. You know? Like, that's at least cool that I did that. Damn. There's gotta be more to this. There's gotta be more to this that I'm just like, it's not clicking in my brain. These buttons are diamond heart and club shaped. I mean, club diamond heart? Oh, it's that. Got it. Yeah, 777. Yes, 777. And I think I hear something unlocking in there. Impressive, Junpei. It would appear to be unlocked now. There is something akin to a drawer in the bottom part of this machine, yes? That is a pickup drawer for dividend. Why do you talk like this? Probably the lock for the drawer got unlocked. Please open it if you would. Bink. Ooh, a key! What is it? Is there something in there? Yeah, a playing card. And this. The key with the Venus symbol on it. Excellent, Junpei! Now we will be able to open the gate. And we just need to figure out how to get out of this room. Correct. Come on, Junpei. Hurry up. And he's off. There's a playing card and a Venus key. Better put the key in my pocket for later. As for the card... Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Baccarat. Alright, chat. before we box some rots, that's how that works. We're gonna have an ad break here. It's that time of the stream. So, hourly self-care check-in. If you need to go to the bathroom or grab a snack or get something to drink, this is your hourly reminder to do so. As well as, if you need to fix your posture, unclench your jaw, save your files, do some stretches. If you need to feed your pets or charge your phone, if you need to do anything like that, please take care of yourself. It's good to do that. Do it. I wholeheartedly endorse doing good things. Cancelled for that. Just realized you could put a media you like in our W place. Ooh, we haven't checked in on the W place in a bit on stream. You can do that this ad break. Immediately the music stops as I go over. Right, yeah, you added the me. Oh! Yeah, that's so cute! Hell yeah, hell yeah. Damn, where did we last leave off on the W place? I'll go back to the X-Men, I think, is the last era I fully remember showing. Beep bop boop. Why my things not work? There we are. Okay. So I'm moving on here. Boop, 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 boop. Quick, this button. I think. I believe I showed off the X-Men that we got here of various things, and then we got a portal going over here to Spider-Men's. Them spiders fighting villains. Keeps going. We have, in fact, hit the main body of Greenland here, in case you couldn't tell. Keeps on going. Bunch of various guys, and then a couple more Pokemon, little guys. Some Ephos, a little Epho friend as well. Then some little Pride friends. Look at what Lee did! It's fucking me! Look at this shit! Oh, it's so cute. More little friends. The bananas from Balatro. Some trans friends. Shout out to the tiny blushes. Yeah. And then the legendary chokers from Balatro. And then this is what Lee is adding here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be real, Lee. When you first said that, I thought it was gonna be Corpse Party, because I know I remember at one point I was like, what games exist that have pixel arts in them? And I know that one does. What if we put the Ao Oni on there? You need all of the Corpse Party guys, and Eve has 3 characters. True. We will now. We will. Like, the Ao Oni is pixel, yeah? That stupid little freak. I find him so stupid, it's charming, you know? Oh boy. Well, I feel like Ebe also needs, like, at least one of the paintings. I think, like, a painting of, like, the Red Lady, you know? I don't know. Alright. I considered doing the math during the ad break, but I didn't, because I was like, this is actually one of the game, so... This is actually the core of the game, is doing math, so... Before I start, yep. Okay. Now we have this 2 to add to it, and I'm pretty sure the 2 is gonna be a part of it. So let's see here. 2... We're gonna try out 2 with all the various things. If we do 2 and 3 is 5, and 4 is 9, actually, so... we'll just go 2, 3, 4? Simple enough! Great! You did it, Junpei. You think it's telling us to take the 8 card? Come on, let's grab it! Yoink. Alright, let's take this card. Hell yeah! We take these back? Oh, they're stuck to the table. They won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Okay. Back over here then. Assuming here that the ace is a 1. Put in the 8. There we go. Open! And you go, hey! Alright, it opened up. It seems we have another device to contend with, yes? There are 3 slots in this one. Let's see. 3 slots for cards. There's a 9 right below them. So that probably means we gotta make 9 with the 3 cards in the slots, right? Just like what we did over at the Baccarat table. Alright, let's give it a shot. I don't think we can, though. Can we go back to the Baccarat table? Got 3 cards here. Won't be needing them for this puzzle, no? Can I take this back? Of course not. The thing next to it'll close if you do. Well, I mean... I just have these. Alright, so I put all the cards we had left into the slots. What happens now? Is that... Yes! I did hear something from the exit. Well, I mean, let's see here. If we add them together, is this like a digital root thing? It could be. 11 plus 7 is 18, so yeah. Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful. It seems the exit is unlocked. Let's go. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Big door noise. You found it! It's such a good... It's such a silly thing to say. Junpei and his companions ran out of the casino and into a large open room. A room, in fact, they had been in once before. There was little to surprise them there. They already knew what their next step had to be.
This way.
The iron gate still stood in place, locked tight, blocking the stairway. And right in the center of it...
The keyhole with the Venus symbol. The Venus key should work here.
Hell yeah! Wasting no time, he pulled it out and shoved it into the keyhole. Felt a little phrasing. He turned it. With the distinctive sound of metal on metal, he felt the lock click open.
It sounds like it did. Alright, let's get this thing open.
No problem. Let me help with this one.
Okay. Junpei grabbed the handle on the left side, and Seven took the handle on the right. On Junpei's signal, they both pushed, and the gate creaked open. I figured it would be a pull situation, but okay.
It sounds as though you have opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagine.
Yay!
Are you gonna be alright? I mean, the stairs.
Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip even if I were running backwards.
You keep saying things that I don't think you can cop to, bud. Do it right now. Do it right fucking now.
Good to hear. Let's move.
Run backwards down the stairs right fucking now, Snake. At Seven's words, they leapt onto the stairs and jogged quickly down them. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
We should check the next deck down, just in case.
When he reached the water, he called back up to Snake and Seven.
Just what I thought. D-deck is completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
I mean, not completely. I feel like that's, what, waist height, maybe shoulder height. You know, somewhere in that range. That's not completely. The surface of the water below them was flat, like a mirror.
I'm just glad the water level hasn't changed much.
Back to the C deck then.
Now,
if we just drink all the water... Matt Murdock could trust chests like this. This could just be Daredevil. Could be. Now, yes, how about we check what's here? They began searching around and taking stock of what was on C-Deck.
There are 2 elevators over there, which means it's probably the same upstairs.
There's a card reader between them, and another weird mark.
Hey, check it out. It's the symbol for Lotus.
What?
See? It's got the woman symbol, and then it's got the devil horns, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I see it. No two ways about it. That was a pretty good one, kid.
7 tousled Junpei's hair in what he likely thought to be a friendly manner. Junpei feared his neck might break, even though it was clear 7 had kept his strength in check.
Oh, would you watch it, man? Whew, that hurts. You're gonna break my neck.
What are you talking about? The human body ain't that weak. Maybe this'll toughen you up, huh?
If we were looking for a devil, we've got one right here.
Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader.
This is a Mercury symbol. The marks you mistook for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes.
Cool.
Wings and a staff. Huh. So then, she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven.
What?
Sounds like Lotus, all right.
What? Bruh. 7 shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel as though his brain was being jostled about the inside of his skull.
7! Oh, that's too much! Oh, my head!
Junpei's stomach began churning uncomfortably.
Oh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Unless we can activate this device, I doubt the elevator will function.
In other words, we gotta find a key card with a Mercury symbol on it.
Yeah.
So I would assume.
Let's forget the elevators for right now. How about that hallway to the left?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Doors, 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 doors. There were a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and all 3 men suddenly felt very small. Well, not forever. We can see the end of it there.
Ah, shit. We're not gonna have enough time to check all these, are we?
Well, we're 3 people.
Maybe we can come back here later. We should check out the other side. Let's head back.
To the right of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the
To
ship.
the right this time.
After a few moments of moving briskly down the hallway, they emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one on the top of the stairs. On the left side of the room were 4 French doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them up, starting with the closest one there.
Okay, I'm on it.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
It isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to have found another unlocked door, he threw it open. But surely it's just like, I feel like you can at least check to see if all of the doors are unlocked or not, you know? When in that big hallway, Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw. 7 and 8! And 3. Off to the side there. He simply stood, unable to speak. 7's eyes opened wide and his mouth gaped. After a few long moments, 7 at last managed to speak.
Hey, what is this place? It's so huge and empty.
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on 7 and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital?
I guess?
The harsh scent in the air is reminiscent of antiseptic solution.
Sure.
I think so. There are shelves in the center of the room with medicine and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
3 of them have numbers. 3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers, made with thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Dun dun dun!
Hey, why's that door between 3 and 7 blank? Does that mean anything?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these
I mean, we
open
can just try
first.
and see if it opens by itself.
Yeah, good idea.
The three of them, well, they have the thing there. They have the, you can see it from here. You don't, they have the RED. Guys, our numbers together add up to 5. Come on. The three of them threaded their way through the beds toward the back of the room. Upon reaching them, they proceed to investigate each door in turn, but to no avail. Okay, good. They do check the second.
Yep, locked. Just like I thought.
Naturally. After all, there are rules to the nonary game, and to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules. Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbered doors will...
Random question opinion on garlic? Love it.
Whoa, whoa, check this out.
Just like it's not a random question, there's suddenly a vampire. Suddenly, Seven spoke up, interrupting Snake.
Look at the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember the red back at the main staircase? If there wasn't anyone in it, it said vacant on the little screen, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Probably because it's not possible for us to enter.
But this one...
There's nothing.
Because there's 3 of us, and 3 is the minimum, and our numbers together add up to 5.
Right. You think it's broken?
Only one way to find out.
No, nothing.
Junpei and the others put their hands on the panel, but nothing happened. The RED refused to change. Pulling the lever, and still nothing. As they soon discovered, it wasn't only the red on door 8 that seemed to be malfunctioning.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
I didn't think all of them would be malfunctioning.
I have not. I don't know if I've ever had it either.
What does it mean?
They've gotta be broken. Man, that bastard. I didn't think Zero was the kind of guy who'd screw around with something like this.
7, you don't know Zero. Why are you acting like you know their opinion?
Whoa, whoa. Zero's been prepared for everything so far, and you're saying he's gonna make a mistake now?
I don't know. I mean, I guess they've sort of been prepared. You don't need to be like prepared for everything ever. You know, you don't gotta toot their horn.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. This thing ain't working at all.
7 just guesses he knew him before the amnesia, yeah. While Junpei and 7 talked, Snake busied himself with examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke.
It seems as if some of the internal hardware has been removed.
Internal hardware?
That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of this red, if you please.
Sure.
The bottom?
Junpei obliged and bent over to look at the underside of the device.
Huh, there's a thin slot here. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Hell yeah.
The other 2 reds are the same. Something's been removed from all 3 of them.
I get it. So the reds aren't working because somebody pulled out their guts.
Their fucking guts?
So I assume.
But why? And who? I mean, it really doesn't make sense.
I have no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that?
Just then, they heard the sound of a door opening.
Oh, what now?
Is it the blank door and it's the other people? 3 of them turned and saw... Akane! Oh no, Junpei thought. It's...
June!
She stopped short, surprised to see them, and was very nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions, who were coming through the door behind her. Howdy!
Ace! Santa! Clover! And Lotus!
Guess everyone's here.
Junpei and 7 were, for the moment, at a loss for words.
What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
One exchange of information later. After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through, and how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the ninth man. Damn! Just like, damn, they had already forgotten about this guy. Why does it feel like the ninth man, like, said that line? Like, and they're already forgetting that I fucking died. Rude. Where's my funeral? I just want to point out that I am thinking about the fact that, like, no matter what, in this first bit, no matter, like, whether I chosen to go in door 4 or 5, I wouldn't have gotten to interact with Ace and Clover. That's just been in my mind, and I realized I never said that out loud. No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way, no. The ninth man had died, but they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. You like to imagine your high school friend group talks about you like this game talks about the ninth man. Oh my god. He felt sorry for the ninth man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive.
And that's what we know.
With that, Junpei finished his own explanation.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, we can check out the other doors.
What about that big hallway? Maybe there's somewhere in there we might be able to go.
No, there's nothing there. The 5 of us had a quick look.
Did you?
There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
You mean all those doors are for hospital rooms?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
It had one of those solar system mark things on it.
Yeah.
It was the Jupiter symbol.
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Don't stop saying the same thing as me.
I wonder what it means.
It means Jupiter. Confusion seemed to be the consensus.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room?
I really liked that line delivery.
I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Well, I mean, people get sick on cruises, Junpei. No one, not even Snake, appeared ready to offer an answer, until 7 unexpectedly spoke up.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
The Gigantic?
Junpei looked at 7, shocked both by his knowledge and the apparent identity of their prison. He was not the only one.
What is this gigantic?
7 nodded to Lotus and began to speak.
The Gigantic. She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century.
Ooh.
Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk.
How much of this is real and how much of this is a game making it up? I truly don't know. Like, this could be them being like, here's a cool historical fact, or this is my OC, the Titanic 2.
What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking.
Like, this is the part that especially feels it.
That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, I thought Gigantic was a weird choice. Olympic and Britannic, yeah. So yeah, this is the secret the secret 4th Titanic sibling. But the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Gourdane bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible.
That's
It's
impossible.
almost 100 years old.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured.
Is he blushing? Okay, no, that's his scar. It just looks like a little blush lines.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
Lotus, you tell us your idea. Stop shitting on his idea and you give us your own.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well, I mean...
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing gaze. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Then, almost as if to save Seven from further embarrassment, a bell began to ring from far away.
Oh, a bell.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
Junpei counted each chime carefully.
10, 11, 12. 12.
Is that 6 more hours?
It's midnight. Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
Yep.
Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do
Yeah.
you mean find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We look.
Looked everywhere in this room.
They had been examining the room as they talked. That feels... I was truly gonna be like, have they? They haven't mentioned that. I just like the narrator just like coming in for a brief second at the end like, fuck, we forgot to mention that they were doing this, but really quickly they were examining this whole time. Just bear that in mind.
But we haven't found anything.
Right.
That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Huh?
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Well, you already checked some of them out before you came here, right?
We each checked a single room, so 5 rooms in total.
All right then. That's 5 rooms we don't have to search.
Hey, and we got 8 more
Just
people.
have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
That... I can't see... Is there that many?
There are 48 other rooms?
Lotus did not seem excited by the prospect. Seven fidgeted nervously before responding.
Maybe?
After some discussion, the 8 of them decided which rooms to begin with and in what order they would go. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to aft.
Alright, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
They also determined when they would return to report their findings, the next time the clock sounded the time. Damn! Killing a whole hour like this. When it did, they would meet back in the large central room full of beds. Well, I mean, I guess that's 10 minutes a room.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
Looking at Lotus and reminding myself the anger I feel towards her is because the writers are sexist. Yeah.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I honestly, every time she talks, I'm like, it could be worse. That's like my only thought every time she talks is, it could be worse. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but that's not a high bar.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If this strategy failed, they'd return to discuss their options later.
If we can't,
Mea
we'll just
culpa.
have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this.
Taka, 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 taka. The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However, from far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. He did so only once. It was 1 a.m.
It's 1. I better get back to the others.
This game loves to kill hours. He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there.
Huh?
Ace, Santa, Clover, June, 7, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of the door number 8. Or perhaps to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to door number 8.
What are they doing over there?
You asked about garlic confit because you made a bulb's worth a while back and just used it in mashed potatoes? Hell yeah. Had one of them found the missing piece? Who are we missing? Sweet, where's Snake? That's the weirdest one to be missing.
What happened, guys?
It was Shun who answered him.
Jumpy, look!
She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. Immediately, he knew what she had meant.
Vacant?
Junpei sighed.
Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well...
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. Others looked as confused as Shun, but kept their mouths shut.
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see.
Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again, just to make sure. The slot that had been open on the bottom was now covered with metal.
You're right. It's in there. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look.
Bruh, you can't take their word for it? Junpei quickly examined the other 2 boxes.
It's just as you said.
Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others.
Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
None.
Ace and June nodded silently. 7 raised his hands as if to say not me, and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing.
Huh. Wait a minute.
That was when he noticed.
Where's Snake?
Junpei swept his eyes across the room the second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen.
Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Is he alive?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
Well, Santa, we learned that he echolocates. Clover raised her head.
No! That's impossible!
Suddenly, she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible!
Should we check their rooms that he was meant to search? Clover had started to shake, and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna go look for him!
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run.
Hey, hold on, Clover. Wait!
Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone.
Well, that didn't work.
Just follow her, dude! Look with her!
Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving 2 people behind! We should go look for them!
I'm with June.
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Santa, we need as many people as we can because of the 3 minimum, you know?
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split up.
Let's split up.
All right, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
Soon, only 2 of them were left. Those 2 were Junpei and Jun, who had been a few steps behind the others.
All right, we should go too.
Yes, let's go! But where should we start?
Let's see.
Let's save. Let's go with... Yeah, let's start with the first class cabin.
Oh, what about the first class cabin on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
You don't know what I'm talking about. You weren't there. They took off up the stairs at a run. Outside of the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point on the wall, her eyes blank. What should Junpei do? I'll talk to her, yeah.
Are you all right?
He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond.
Look, I know you're really worried, but...
He could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who she seemed to have been very close to.
Alone.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
Alone.
Hmm?
Alone. I said leave me alone!
Suddenly, she was screaming. Really?
You're so annoying! Just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off!
Okay.
Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else! Stop bothering me!
Okay. Junpei was taken aback.
Such anger and hate. Jun's eyes had gone wide with surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Didn't you hear me?
Just surprised, we're moving on.
Huh? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
All right, let's go, June.
Yeah.
They turned and left Clover. As they did, Junpei glanced back over his shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face. Clover had driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed.
We really need to find Snake, for Clover's sake.
He did his best to push away the misery and depression and forced a smile.
So, where do you think we should go next?
Casino then?
The casino.
Let's go take a look.
They turned and headed off down the hallway to their right at a jog. Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Number 2? Okay.
What is
Tell
it?
me, what is
Well, I
it?
don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
5, 6, 8, 11, 19, 10, 1? Is that 1? No, it's 3. I'm bad at math.
Yeah. What? You need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible.
Why?
Jumpy's bracelet number is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8.
Oh, did I do math? 6, 7, yeah. Yeah, it is 1. I was right! I just didn't put it into the calculator wrong!
Our digital root would be 1. But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8.
Then we add another person.
Huh?
Who?
What, isn't that easy? 7.
Well, I mean, then that would be 4 of us. Leaving... What, there's 8 total? That would leave 4, and it's like, they would have to go into 1 door themselves if they can. I'm not gonna do that math. And then there would be a 3rd door that's unexplored. You know, we need... There's 3 doors. 3 minimum. There's 8 of us. Is it even possible to go through? Huh. Actually, wait. You know what? I'll focus on that when we're actually worried about it.
Oh, if we add 7, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 equals 26. The digital root of 26, 2 plus 6 equals 8.
Then the 4 of them could go through the number 8 door. We'd have needed 9. Alright, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Only 2 doors.
What about the other 4? Ace, Snake, Santa, and Clover.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, why don't you add them up?
That was simple enough.
1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. And 1 plus 0 equals 1. The digital root for those 4 would be 1.
They would be stuck here.
That's right.
And you know the number 1 door isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that.
No! Are you saying you'd leave them behind?
Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we?
No! What are you talking about? They would explode!
Then we wouldn't really be leaving them behind.
Lotus!
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort.
Really? Why do you think that?
You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours.
Well, you never know until you try.
No, you're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. The 4 of us couldn't open door 9. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
Yeah, that's right. The digital root for the 4 of us would be 8, so we'd have to add Ace to make 9.
That's right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck.
Lotus scratched the back of her ear.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate? That's all you have to say?
She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said. Nor did she seem particularly surprised.
Well, let's try and find another way, okay?
I'm just wondering about that final door, and it's like, I'm sure that I could do the math now to figure out, like, the combinations that would be to get everybody out of a 9 door. I'm not gonna do that math, but just know that I've thought of it. I thought of the ability that I have the ability to do it, but I'm not going to.
A way to get out of here with all 8 of us.
That's impossible. Are you being serious? And you do know that only 5 people, at most, can go through one of the numbered doors, right?
Well, you know, it could be an amount goes through, and then, like, once they are done, then the other ones can go through.
The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
Well, maybe if those 3 also add up to 9.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
The moment he said it, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine.
No. Wait just a second. You're skipping over a really big detail.
Yes, what she said was true, but how Lotus could remain cavalier about so terrifying a prospect was beyond him.
Is that really okay? That means 3 people will die in the end. Are you okay with that? That's just...
Lotus's forehead furrowed.
Do you think I could have a moment alone? There are some things I need to think about.
Junpei and June turned and began walking away from Lotus.
That didn't turn out to be a very pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
Junpei's heart felt heavy, his steps sluggish. But he told himself, pessimism would get him nowhere.
Well, regardless.
So he forced himself to smile and turned to June.
Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Yes, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Yeah.
What is that outfit? Hers. Yeah. Junpei nodded.
Alright, where should we go next?
Oh, we can go back up? Is an option. I am curious if I look at I can't look at the flow from here. Rude. I guess we'll go to the hallway with all the rooms.
Let's go back downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
Together they ran down the stairs.
Oh, it's Ace.
Ahead of them, farther down the hallway, they spotted Ace. Really?
Hey, Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there!
What should Junpei do? We'll talk to Ace.
Go.
With June in tow, Junpei jogged up to Ace. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Ah, hello there. Snake is... well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
Right.
That's an interesting sprite. June's face looked kinda enraptured.
By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that? The question seemed somehow odd to Junpei.
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
No.
They don't look alike at all.
They didn't say they were biological siblings, and even then, biological siblings can look different. Ace looked at him for a moment, and then spoke.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't.
Now that you mention it?
Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare.
Junpei wasn't sure why, or even if he was seeing what he thought he was, but he could have sworn that Ace's face tightened as he spoke.
At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
All right. Let's go, Jumpy.
At June's urging, they left. They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junpei's mind was in turmoil.
Something about that was... I'll think on it later. Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority.
Junpei did his best to clear his mind.
All right, where should we go next?
Back up to the first-class cabin, see if anything's different.
The first-class cabin.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
I figured. They quickened their pace and headed for B-Deck.
No one's here. Maybe we'll have more luck somewhere else. But where?
Okay. So I'm assuming...
No.
Let's go take a look.
I'm assuming they're all empty now, except for the one that we haven't been to.
There's no... Let's try somewhere else.
Yeah. We'll go to the large hospital room then.
Hey, why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Sure, let's go.
Together, they ran down the stairs.
Hey, wait. That's...
Hey, Santa. On their way to the large hospital room, Junpei and June noticed Santa standing next to the number 3 door.
Santa?
Junpei paused. What should Junpei do? Let's talk! Junpei and June walked up to Santa.
What are you doing?
What? You can't tell? I'm checking out the red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
The guts of this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but...
Who do you think did it?
Santa's eyes narrowed as he looked at June. She shook her head.
I don't know.
Well, What about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
I mean, I am sus of Snake, but I don't know if I should say that. It's either Snake or Zero to me. Also, the implication of this, I think it's unintentional. The implication of, well, somebody else other than the 8 of us does imply that Zero is one of the 8 of us. I'm gonna say Zero and have the implication in my mind that Snake either works for or is Zero in my mind. I really don't trust that guy. But then it's just like, if you name yourself Snake, there's a connotation to that.
I think it was probably Zero.
I think it was probably Zero.
Why?
Isn't that obvious? He's the guy who set this whole thing up.
You don't think that should mean the opposite? Seems to me like that means he didn't do it. I mean, who do you think took that stuff out in the first place?
Probably Zero.
Yeah, exactly. Then why the hell would he put him back in after he'd taken them out himself? It just doesn't make sense. Why do all that work?
The flair, the drama?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So, what happened then? Who put that stuff back in the Reds?
Junpei furrowed his brow.
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Santa grinned.
Bingo! We have a winner.
But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed it.
Yeah.
But why?
No idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we'd find out something else. Something bad.
Something bad?
Dunno. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course, it could have something to do with Snake's disappearance.
True.
You think maybe they did something to Snake?
Yeah.
Junpei stared at Santa. There was something about him that made Junpei wary. At first, he'd assumed that the other man wasn't terribly clever, but Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reevaluate that assessment. What the? He's not done anything to make you think. The hell, Junpei? When Santa spoke again, his voice was quiet.
Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
Santa, and what if I said you're the one who I trust the most? Because genuinely, it is you. Because truly, it's like, you know, it's like the asshole aggressive type character is never the actual bad guy, you know? You're not even that much of an asshole. With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away.
And that's that, I guess.
Junpei and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly. Where would they go next? I think we got it. They looked everywhere they could think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Lotus looked around at 6 frustrated faces and spoke.
We can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seemed to have completely disappeared. There was no point to wasting any more time. The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, 7 spoke.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal.
She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. Finally, she stopped.
Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Girl, what?
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind.
Well, 2 can't even...
But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. I have to do math? Okay, what? Wait, 2 teams of 4 and 3? Wait, I don't understand. 4 and 3 is 7. What? I don't understand the question. What? Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3? With 2 teams of 4 and 3. Not 2 teams of 4 and 3. 2 teams that are 4 and 3. Okay. So 4 and 3 is 7. That does leave behind 7, 9, that's 2, right? Or not 9. There's 8 of us? Wait a sec. Sorry. There's so much math in this, and it's confusing me already. There are 8 of us. 4 plus 3 is 7. So if we have a team of 4 and a team of 3, that's 7 people. Okay, no, but wait, we have 7 now. I feel crazy. How do numbers work? Is she? She talking about the final door? Or is she talking about these doors now? I don't know what she's talking about, but she seems confident. It wasn't pleasant, but she was right. There wasn't any way that the numbers worked out. If one group was 4, the other group would always have a digital route that didn't match a door. When Seven spoke, his voice was strained.
Then, you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind?
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive, then one person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel!
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
That's not what I meant! We shouldn't sacrifice anyone!
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa, whoa, calm down, you two.
The fact that they say that they like turn all of like the numbers into like actual numbers, really funny. Santa stepped between Lotus and June.
Look, what Lotus is trying to say is, you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works.
That's how democracy works.
And for that reason, I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote.
Girl, what?
What do you think?
No! That's terrible!
The camera pan.
I'm not asking you. Shut up.
Shouldn't she get a vote?
What about you, Santa?
Me? Well, agree, I guess.
Alright, that's 1 vote for. Counting mine, that's 2. 7.
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Oh, glad to see you get it. If I can get one more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover?
God, she's so small here. Clover had moved away from the group and was sitting on one of the beds. And we'll hear which way Clover votes after the ad break. Chat! There are about to be 3 minutes of ads. So it's time for your hourly self-care check-in. If you need to go to the bathroom or grab a snack or get something to drink, now is a great time to do so. This is also your hourly reminder to fix your posture, to unclench your jaw, to take your meds, to save your files, to charge your phone, feed your pets. If you need to do anything, that's really great. You need to, I don't know, drink your drink? You got your drink during the ad break, you can actually drink it as well. You can put something away, you can get something out. I don't know. We can look at the flow real quick. I do want to... That's where I thought that I would be. That's where I thought that we were, but good to confirm. Okay. Wait, it's interesting that this also exists here. So we can see... obviously this was when we went through that door, and this would have been the other door. Since there were the 3 here, I remember that it branched off into 3. So, you know. I see. This is where shit hits the fan, as it were. Boy, oh boy. I'm very intrigued. God, her weird little hands. Her weird little hands. I mean, I can't judge. I've drawn some bad ones in my day. I've drawn some weird looking hands in my day, I get it. Sometimes you just need the vibe of it. They don't gotta be perfect. You just gotta have the vibe of hands. The essence of hands. You don't need to do them all perfectly. It's scary. Hands are scary. It's my hot take. God, her jacket's really good. I like her jacket. It's very cute. I'm curious about, like, their full designs, you know? Because, like, I can only see a little bits of them. I don't get to see their pants. I feel like Santa's got emo pants. I feel like he's got some zippers on there, you know? If I look him up, I'm just gonna immediately, yeah, those are emo pants. Those are emo as hell. I was just like, I'm going to look at the first image that pops up and nothing else. Like, I know this. I did this when I got into Danganronpa. You gotta blur your eyes. Alright, the ad should be over. Okay, we're back into the voting. Her whole body drooped. Junpei didn't know if she'd even heard Lotus's proposal.
Hey, Clover.
Lotus walked over to Clover and gently laid a hand on her shoulder.
Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow?
Clover slowly lifted her face.
Let's go look for him together, okay?
You manipulative bitch. I respect the hell out of it.
If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him. You agree with me, right?
Okay.
Clover nodded once.
The motion carries.
Lotus spun around and walked toward Junpei.
Now, let's start a vote to...
That won't be necessary.
Ace had barely spoken for Lotus's entire speech, and everyone jumped a little. 6 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He didn't seem to notice, or even care.
I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
I mean, if we're going with it. June's voice shook, and she looked around desperately for someone to agree with her. Somebody just has to do the math to make sure that it all works, and then, you know. Ace simply looked at her.
June, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you, each and every one of you. I believe you'll come back for me.
Sure. Each and every one of us?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts.
Yeah, I'm with 7.
Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out. If we go through them...
You won't be able to return, correct?
Yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
You don't know that.
What?
Please, I beg you. Once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time.
Finally, Junpei could hold his tongue no longer.
We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me? Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June behind?
Ace's voice was dignified, without a hint of cruelty or malice. Junpei had no rebuttal.
You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly.
Junpei stood frozen by indecision, unable to move. Guys, if we had gone back and gotten that guy's bracelet like I said we should... I'm sure there was like a dismembered hand that we could be carrying around if we need the hand as well, you know? Come on. June bit her lips so hard that Junpei feared she would break the skin. I said June instead of Junpei, did I? Or, Junpei's also part of... I don't know. Santa stood against the wall, calm and aloof. Seven tore his beanie from his head and turned it over anxiously in his hands. Only Clover stared at Ace, with an expression Junpei was unable to decipher. Lotus's attitude, however, was different from the others.
Good. Let's accept his kind offer, then.
She smiled, her eyes bright. Ace answered with a smile of his own.
Good. I think this is the best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. Maybe my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
Alright. As he spoke, Ace lowered himself down to the floor next to one of the beds. Honestly, I respect the hell out of choosing the floor rather than the beds. The beds look like hell. From somewhere deep in the ship, Junpei suddenly heard the screeching of metal on metal. It was almost as if the ship were screaming. Would it really hold until their time limit was up? Already, D-Deck was flooded. In the sudden silence, the only sound was the sad metal wail of the ship. Thing is, she's not even hot. Yeah. There's no joy in her. Yeah. Like... Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not into women, but I can sort of tell a little bit, you know? Because I find them really... I like that kind of character a lot, you know? Like a weird, manipulative, hot woman. I find them fun. Speak for yourself. She's not Emma Frost. She can never be Emma Frost, you know? I think it's that kind of thing... I I'm not into women, so I don't know. Massive woman enjoyer, she's not owning her outfit. I think there's like, because this applies to men, so I can say it and assume it applies the other way around. But it's like, when a character is like intentionally designed to be hot, like, it has to really work, or else you're just looking at it and being like, this is not... You know, there's like a level where it's like, you're trying too hard. She's in slick clothes, but I know nobody who drew her understand empowering sluttiness. Exactly. There's no confidence. Yeah. Like, I think the best moment of that was her manipulating Clover. I think that's the only moment I was like, hell yeah, girl, you go for it. Which is something that I often feel about characters like Emma Frost, or I don't know if Bayonetta is like that, but every time I see Bayonetta, there's a part of me that goes, hell yeah, you go, girl. You know? I'm like, good for her. Personally, I'm hello about it. You know what? I can't judge you for that.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Just want her to hit a pose and you want her to feel it, yeah.
We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
Can we just point out, obviously this outfit is wild, right? Her anatomy is wild. Like, what's happening here? Girl, are you okay? I just want to point out the thing that I keep looking at, these shoulders. 'Cause it looks like she's been shrink wrapped. You know? It looks like there is just like a plastic bag that you vacuumed out of the air out. And every time she's on screen, I am staring at her shoulders. Which is not the part of her body that they intentionally drew attention to. But it just looks... I can't help but look at these shoulders. As if a spell had been broken, the others all began to talk at once.
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa?
I have to find my brother.
Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
His words sounded hollow and fake.
Fine! Forget about it! I'll figure it out on my own.
She spun around and ran towards Ace. Damn. He had slumped down next to the bed when June grabbed his arm and pulled.
Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this.
Girl, we have 5 hours.
We can all get out of here.
Then it happened. Yeah, he had the gravitas of a guy who's like, I'm gonna die anyway at some point, you know? He had the vibe of a guy who's like, I'm an old man who's like gonna get out of here anyway, so might as well. Damn. Hey Ace Bud, are you dead? Can I steal your jacket then? Is it awkward for me to do that? It's a really good jacket. He's fallen and he can't get up. He slumped over onto the wooden floor, his body folded in half like a boxer out cold.
Ace!
June cried out and dropped to her knees beside him. She put her arm around his neck and did her best to lift him up.
What happened? Ace! Say something!
She shook him frantically. His eyes fluttered open.
I'm alright.
Okay, he's still alive. Can we... Do you still need your jacket, or... His voice was weak and slightly slurred.
How are you all right?
This.
He held out his left arm and slowly opened his hand.
A syringe?
There's a syringe in a small vial. The vial was empty. Wait, why is the syringe like that? What kind of syringe is this? What? Why is it off to the side? And not, like... I've never seen one like this. What? It had only recently been emptied. A few drops clung to the sides. There was a label taped to the side of the container. It read, Soporil Beta. Soporil Beta?
Soporil Beta. What does this do? Did you use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
What?
Anesthetic?
I found it earlier. While we were searching the hospital rooms. I thought it might be useful later. I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am very tired.
That's very normal to do. You know when you need to take a nap and you inject yourself with a substance? Junpei knew that wasn't why he'd done it. Ace had injected himself with an anesthetic to forestall Junpei and Jun's attempts to bring him along. If he couldn't move, there was nothing they could do. He'd injected himself, so they would be forced to leave him behind.
Ace!
Is there something you want to say? I'd just like to sleep a little. Could you keep it down?
No! Don't, Ace! Don't fall asleep!
You feel warm. So comfortable. I think I'll have a nice dream.
Ace's eyelids drooped further and further, almost as though he were dying.
Ace! Ace!
She shook his shoulder again and again. But this time he didn't respond. Only the gentle rising and falling of his chest told them he was alive. Junpei was relieved to see that he was, in fact, still breathing.
Let's get him up on a bed.
He lifted Ace up off the floor. Did Chef the Killer get him? Go to sleep. I don't want to fully call it out, but Lee, I hope that you're thinking what I'm thinking as well, upon seeing that syringe. That makes it sound way more sus. But you know what? That's funny. I can say, what, the fact that we forgot? The fact that we forgot? Because it occurred to me immediately. My bad. Well, also, I guess both of our bads, whatever. The fact that we forgot your point, you have no idea what we're thinking. So, because it was voting day today, I went and voted at the time that I normally give Lee his testosterone injections. So, we need to do you want to do that after stream, or do you want to do that tomorrow? We forgot. We can work that out later. You just keep that in mind and you can tell me after stream. I guess after stream, alright. Truly, just note I was a bit checked out of that last scene because I was like, oh fuck. I didn't give him his injections today. You need to get your meds, including teabag? Damn. I wish you luck on that. Anyway, I can't believe Ace is taking testosterone. Good for him. He lifted Ace up off the floor and laid him on the bed he'd been leaning against. When Junpei turned around, Lotus gave him a look of pity.
Well, we really don't have a choice now.
He's too transgender for this.
We can't let his sacrifice go to waste, right?
Like you even mean that.
I mean, am I right in this has also been on my mind. Am I right in thinking that, like, there's gonna have to be another person? Right? Like, another person is gonna have to go? For, like, the final door for 5? Like, I don't know why we're doing this now. I feel like we could deal with it when we're there, because, I mean, you know, I feel like there's still a chance that people could have, like, died or gone missing before we go there. We didn't need to do this now. Wait until we're in front of the 9 door. Whatever.
You say something?
No, nothing.
It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Then suddenly Santa spoke.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door number 8.
Because that's your it's your number?
It's the same number as my bracelet number.
Yeah.
Got it. You're 8. You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
Oh, you're calling her old?
What? What did you just say?
Her face distorted by rage, Lotus took a step towards 7. He threw up his hands and made a face like a child caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And I will also say, like, there's... Now, granted, we haven't hung out with her yet. We went in the other door, so we didn't get a chance to talk to her. We have no clue why she's wearing this outfit.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
I feel like there has to be a reason.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
She shot him a glare that would have melted steel, then turned and stalked off. I at least want to hear her say, I wear this because I look good in it. If she just says something like that, that would be great. There has to be... You can't wear something like this and not have it be explained.
Alright, who's next?
Santa's gaze moved across the 3 people left. Finally, they stopped on Junpei.
Junpei, which door do you want?
At last. Junpei's mind was already made up. Oh boy. Actually, wait. Oh, I can't look at the flow here. Just what she was in when Zero got her? Why was she wearing it then? They're all confirmed to have, at least Junpei said this and nobody disagreed that they were gotten at midnight. You know? I think I can save in, you know what? No, I'll go ahead and save in a new slot as well. No, not the title screen. Okay. I mean, we were hanging out with 7 already. What's the, party? Probably. It's one of the few explanations. I mean, we can't say 3, right? How many people are there again? Started off with 9. We've gotten rid of 3, right? We've gotten rid of number 9, Ace just left, and Snake is missing. So, yeah, that's 6. That's 3 and 3. So we could say 3, but then, like, somebody else would have to change their mind. We can try. Yeah. Look, I'm like this because I'm like, I don't want to hang out with Lotus, but I've already hung out with 7. Santa, where are you going? I want to hang out with you. I'll try 3.
I want to go through door number 3.
Nope, you can't.
Huh? Why?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's convenient.
There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8. That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
Thank you for doing the math,
That's
Santa.
right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
Santa began to explain. Please, thank you.
Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7, and 4, 6, 7 go through door 8.
Let me write this down. Who do I get to hang out with if I go through each door? It's 3, 5, 8, 4, 6, 7. Well, she said 8 already said 8, so no.
Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7.
So that would be 4, 5, and 7.
And 3, 6, and 8 go through 8.
3, 6, and 8. And then the other one?
Option C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7.
Damn. Is there no...
And 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
Damn. So, okay. Because 7 and 8, it's gonna be... It's either gonna be either B or C. So either I hang out with 7 and Clover, or Clover and Lotus. I don't get to hang out with Santa! Damn. He's just the guy I'm the least suspicious of. Unless we force option A. But then well, we have to hang out with Lotus. Well, either way, we're going to hang out with Clover. It's just the question of, do we want to continue hanging out with 7, or do we want to see what's up with Lotus? I'm gonna be honest, Lotus has not made a good impression on me.
Those are the only 3 options. That's it.
Oh, fuck, I put my dice away after doing them last time. Let me grab them again. I'm leaving it up to fate and chance and the power of shiny little things. I don't know what they're made of. Probably plastic, I don't know. I've grabbed the same ones I used last time.
At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait.
That was when Junpei realized. Plan A divides into 2 teams. 358 and 467. Plan B divides into 2 teams. 457 and 368. Plan C divides into 2 teams. 367 and 458.
But that means...
There's one thing they all had in common.
5 and 6 can never be on the same team.
Shut up! I forgot you were like, I want to be with my friend, girl. Shut the hell up.
If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
Uh-huh. June and Junpei had been friends when they were kids. He trusted her more than anyone else on the ship, not me. If he chose 7 or 8, he'd be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over. You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving 3 people behind to die. So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8? Time to choose.
And then you wouldn't be able to get out of the door. You know? Wouldn't be able to get out the 9. Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was... I'll save again. Yeah, was this one? I'm rolling the die. If you try and force 3, maybe Santa comes with. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm gonna roll the die between 7 and 8. I'm not gonna try the 3. Oh, I rolled a 7!
Okay.
I was just gonna do odds or evens, but I actually rolled a 7.
I'll go with door 7.
Okay, 7 it is.
Yeah.
Alright then. That means June's gotta go through 8.
Huh? Why?
June's face was blank and confused. Santa muttered to himself and turned to Junpei.
Ugh, Junpei, you figured it out, right? Can you explain it to her?
Okay, so, June, if we want all 6 of us to go through a door...
Junpei chose his words carefully. When Junpei finally finished, June looked as though she was about to cry.
Oh no! You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
I mean, if you can speed run, maybe. Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. Gotta keep them separated. Come on, Sayaka! He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he swallowed, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile.
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
I'm just thinking about, like, how they made this game. The people writing this, just, like, having to do all of this math, like, okay, what number does the protagonist have to be? And what number does his best friend have to be for them to keep on? Okay, how do we...
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now.
Fair enough.
I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them, and with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod.
Yes. Promise?
Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment.
You guys are done, right?
He stretched and continued.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7. Any problems with that, Clover?
Clover looked away and was silent for a moment.
Whatever.
It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care.
Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Clover, 7, and Junpei walked toward door 7. Santa, Lotus, and June headed for door 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. 7 took a deep breath.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Beep, beep, beep. In. Find the dead. Let's go.
It's open.
A narrow hallway stretched out before them. Come on, guys, we only got 9 seconds. Let's go. 7 and Clover leapt through the door.
Let's do this!
Hurry!
The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators in the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his right, toward door 8. You have 9 seconds! Go! June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met. They nodded.
June.
Jumpy.
Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds.
What the hell are you doing, Junpei?
Then someone took a hold of Junpei's arm and hauled him bodily through the door. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep.
Only 81 seconds left! No time to waste, guys! Let's get moving!
7 led the way down the hallway. Junpei and Clover followed him, as fast as they could. After what seemed like far more than 81 seconds, they reached the end of the hall.
Look! The door on the left! I can see the dead!
Holy shit, you can? What is number 9 saying? There was no time to rest or catch their breath. All 3 slammed their hands in quick successions over the scanner panel on the dead. Hell yeah! Still trying to catch his breath, 7 leaned heavily against the wall.
It stopped. It stopped.
9 is saying, oof, ouch, owie. 9 is like, well, that didn't work. His smile seemed forced and a little crooked.
This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but whew, you never really get used to it.
He stood up straight, no longer out of breath, and wiped some of the sweat from his head and neck. Clover smirked at him.
I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that.
What? What the hell did you just say? Say it again! I dare you!
You have no...
You little... You wanna die?
I'd like to see you try.
Well... well, guys, we learned from the last room, from the syringe. We learned that 1 was a trans man, so I mean, like, guys... I mean, he spiritually had a lot of balls, but those do not a man make.
You fucking brat! Alright, let's go!
Not the dynamic I was anticipating.
Hey, calm down, guys. This isn't the time for this.
9, mind telling us who the hell you were talking about? Yeah, 9, do you mind dropping some more hints?
It's not gonna do us any good.
Gosh. Junpei sighed. Sometimes he wondered if the doors and the puzzles were really the greatest challenge they faced.
Wait here for a minute, alright? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors.
They didn't respond, but Junpei wasn't in the mood for a conversation anyway.
We just came through this door. And of course it's shut tight. There's a short hallway on the left here, and an iron wall. I doubt I can get through it.
At last he gave up and returned to 7, who was tapping lightly on the wooden door.
This door's the only option we've got, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey, something's written on the door.
Is it? Where?
On that iron plate.
It says operating room.
Oh.
If this thing's telling the truth, there could be body parts inside here.
Ooh!
Well, this is probably not going to be pleasant.
What if it was 9's body again? Something about it made Junpei feel nervous.
Well, there's no point to standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us.
7 grabbed the brass knob and slowly opened the door. The creak of the hinge sounded like the groan of an old woman. Interesting.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing.
A chill snaked its way— Snake! We found your brother, Clover! Snaked its way down Junpei's spine.
Let's just go.
Quickly, he gathered what courage he could and took the first step into the room. 7 followed, with Clover right behind him.
Huh?
Part of the room just past the door was obscured by a screen.
What the hell is this?
Why don't we take a look?
Hey, Clover!
Clover's curiosity got the better of her, and she darted past Junpei to peer around the screen. Her scream nearly blew out Junpei's eardrums.
What?
Clover!
He and 7 ran toward Clover to see what had frightened her.
Hey, what's wrong?
They rounded the screen, and the cause of her outburst was immediately clear.
What the hell is—
Guys, that just looks like a dummy. Chill out.
Is this a corpse?
Y'all. It was something that looked kind of like a human, lying across some sort of bed. No, not a bed. An operating table. The table sat on a rusty steel lift, and a cluster of bright operating lights shone down on it from the ceiling. That's not the proper writing.
We should probably take a closer look.
Yeah.
It's a homophone. Slowly they approached. Yeah, no, this is a real guy. As they got closer to the body, it became clear that it wasn't a body at all.
This is...
What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something.
Doll?
Clover did not look terribly comforted. Slowly, she approached the operating table and looked, as intently as possible, from as far away as possible, at the thing. John Carpenter? Junpei could see her relax.
You're right. It's only a doll. Man, it really scared me.
She heaved a great sigh of relief and wiped a few drops of sweat from her forehead. Seven smirked.
Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls.
Shut it! Don't you start with me, fatty!
Oh, I thought he was talking to the mannequin.
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff?
Yeah, bring it on, you whale!
It's like, oh, guys, I'm just gonna...
Hey, guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off.
Reminds me of how your middle sib has a posable skeleton theater major, so guess what its name is? Yorick?
Jeez. Anyway, it looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of.
Is it heart?
I'm talking about a heart.
Damn.
Huh? Oh, this? You mean on his chest?
Yeah.
It was set a little higher than normal for a human body, but for the shape of the organ, there could be no doubt that it was a heart. Well, there's some doubt if you talk about anatomical accuracy.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
Have you never been to Build-A-Bear Workshop?
I don't think it's a doll.
You think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
Or maybe it's got more personal uses?
Seven's grin was more than a little perverted. Clover glared at him.
Anyway, how about we take a look around this place? Let's go.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Yeah, he's just huge. It's like, there's nothing wrong with being fat, but he's not even... Get your insults accurate at the very least. You're intending it that way. Okay. What the fuck? I don't know why I find that so funny. Alright. I'm just looking, if you look down here, you can just see it, see the doll briefly as we go around. As we just pass over it. Alright, I guess we'll start here. A white cloth. I don't know. Can I solve this in 15 minutes? An operating table. Do you think old operating tables looked like this? I have no idea. It's an old operating table. A medical mannequin is lying on it. Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says kilograms on the display. You think maybe it's a scale? Probably. Huh? There's some sort of lid on this thing. Why don't you try opening it? Can't. There's no handle. I can't get under it with my nails either. There's something that looks like it could be a scale next to the operating table. And there's something that looks like a lid on the front of it. Is it that thing there, or... Okay. I guess that leaves us with you. These dolls are really kinda creepy, you know? Hey, it says something here. John? John Doe? You think that's this doll's name? Maybe. This thing is creepy. I wonder why it's on the bed. A creepy medical mannequin is lying on the bed. Apparently, his name is John. Nice to meet you, John. I shake his hand. Ooh. Ooh, hi! Would you be Jane? Another medical mannequin? From the looks of it, this one's a chick. She has a name too. Lucy, okay. Poor thing. Looks like Miss Lucy only has a head and a left arm. Maybe we're supposed to gather all our parts? Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all of her body parts. Some kind of device attached to the bed. It says kilograms on the panel. Is this a scale? I mean, if we go back here... Oh yeah, I don't go over him. I was like, I didn't check that when I was doing that. Yeah. Okay. They use these for surgery, right? Let's see. Syringes, cups, a plate. There's a sort of scissor-ish thingy. These are something forceps. What? Are those scissors? They look kind of funny. No, that's probably a pair of... Cocker? I don't know. Kosher? What? Kroger forceps? I don't know. Surgeons use them during operations. They can hold blood vessels shut and keep tissue out of the way. We can use it to pull stuff out of small holes or something like that. The Kroger? The surgical tools, okay. I guess that's the only one that, like, is important. Just clicking around just in case. What's this thing? It's got these short iron legs. Maybe it's a heater? There's nothing inside it. There's a pipe going outside. Hey, I know. Let's go through that pipe and escape! Are you nuts? What the hell's wrong with you? At least he's consistent. Junpei, are you flexible like an octopus or something? Since we're not octopi, we can't go through that. Looks like it's probably a heater, nothing in it. Okay. I think that's everything on this screen. Okay. Maybe you're supposed to heat something like that gauze to kill the bacteria? There's a boiling thingy over there. There's nothing on the lid or in the drawers. A thing for boiling tools to sterilize them. Nothing in the drawer. Okay. Fake chest. Cool. It'd be weird if it was real. A lot of different kinds of medication. It's hard to tell them apart. Are they not labeled? A whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They all look like medicine. They've got labels, but they're all big medical words that I don't understand. That's a whole lot of medicine. I wonder if one of these is a laxative. Yeah, it sounds kind of gross, but I'm pretty sure every one of us had the same idea. If we had some laxatives, maybe we could crap out the bombs Zero put in us. I mean, I did say that. Unfortunately, damn it. I don't know what medicine does what here. Damn. The drawer is empty. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing on the lower shelf. Okay. Okay. Oh, we can go around. Okay, I'll save those for later. More tools. That's a lot of surgery stuff. There's some scalpels, a few pair of forceps, and a couple of syringes. All of it's too rusty to be useful, though. Hey, there's a scalpel here that looks new. This one. It still looks used, but it was a different color than the rest of them. Just a wooden partition. Nothing special about it. Simple wooden partition. Separates the hallway from the operating room. Table with the scalpel and forceps. They're all rusty, though. Don't think they'll be real useful. A medical mannequin with its guts showing. Hi! Oh my god, Monokuma beta design real. Ew. Gross. Hey, Junpei. There's a slit in this thing's chest. Yeah, sure is. There's something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Damn it! Stinking thing won't budge. It's stuck. Well, I guess you can't use force on this one then. We'll need something small that can fit into that little hole. Sort of like how you said that these could be used for. Fake organ. The chest of the medical mannequin. One of the organs is missing. The organ is... Orgon? Clover. Hell yes. Really, Clover? I expected more from you. Oh, like you could do better. Chest of the medical mannequin. Part of one of the organs is missing. The organ is... You pull out the lung on the right, there's still more stuff in there. Man, you're kinda slow, aren't you? You say something? One of the organs is missing. Alright, that's that then. Okay. Look around the corner. Preparation room. Apparently this is the preparation room. It's locked. We can probably find the key if we just look some more. Let's look somewhere else. Okay, around this corner. It says a chemical closet. It says chemical room though. Can't believe you would lie to me. Looks like it's locked. Guess we're gonna need a key for this one. Junpei, where are you going? That's the door we came through. The only thing out there is that numbered door. Pretty sure we don't need to tell you that the numbered door is a one-way deal. So, you're saying there's no point to going back there, huh? And they're nodding. Awesome. Alright. Hi, miss. Do you want that? The bed doesn't look very comfortable. Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all of her body parts. Okay, do we have to get all of them then? An old hard bed. Can we steal from this guy? John is just lying there. Alright. I think I should call it here. There's a part of me that's like, I can go over, but also I don't want to do that because of aforementioned I need to inject drugs. I was just like, I went to like 3 different ways of saying that, and I was like, those all sound really bad, and then I went and I said one that sounded just as bad. Oh boy. Inject. Oh, but thank you guys for joining. I hit no. Yeah, save here again. Why not? Double checking. Title screen, yes. Thank you guys for watching. I have had a lovely time. I will... What am I playing on Thursday? My entire brain is gone. I don't even remember. I guess we'll find out together, chat. I don't remember. I'm playing something else on Thursday, and I don't remember what. But, yeah. And then we're continuing this next week for Monday and Tuesday. I'm having a grand old time. I think we haven't done too much of the puzzles yet. I feel like I can remember. I feel like I'll be able to remember. I'll refresh my memory. I'll rewatch stuff. I'll rewatch the VOD of this before I stream this again so I can remember everything. Don't worry about it. Alright. Let's see here, chat. Let's see who we can raid. Let's see who we can raid. I know I said it like that. Well, that person's playing a game that I want to play, so I can't raid them for spoilers reasons. That's a ooh. I forgot about the emoji thing. Emoji emote. I forgot that I had changed that setting. Let's see here. I rated you recently. Twice. Damn. Bebop boop bebop. Running around. Who is live? Who's doing a fun thing? Who's fun? Who's silly? I'm always taking some— ooh! Bug snacks! Hell yeah. Oh! Hell yeah, okay. We love a good bug snacks moment. We're gonna raid Big Nose Bug. Hell yeah. Her model does always remind me of a bug snack guy. I forget what they're called. Grumpus? Shit, I'm forgetting everything. Or are they Grumpus? Is that what they're called? I forget. Oh, my brain is gone. I played Bug Snacks at the beginning. Was it this year? Or was it last year? I think it was this year. My brain, all of my concept of the passage of time has left. Yes, that was this year. Yes. Grumpuses. Cause I'm like, that was when I got the new model. It was just like, I was looking cool and fresh. I think that was like one of, if not the first games that I played when I got this, and that was this year. That's crazy. In like a month or two, you know, January will be 1 year of me having this cool new model. I guess I can officially stop calling it new. That's pretty epic. But alright, I hope you guys have some fun times over there. I will see you all later. Playing whatever it is on Thursday that I'm playing. Go raid! Go raid!